Hey, can you hear me, you guys? Hey, Buff. Okay, good. Um, this is. Yeah, I know.
How are you gonna figure out where it's pointing at?
I can kind of see the branches. That's the thing.
Yeah, but turn on your light and shine it over there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All
But
right, guys, this is a new thing.
I can see the light while looking at the stream. I don't think so.
It takes a while to catch up.
I know.
We don't have any extra flashlights. It's just cell phone lights.
Okay, they can hear me. You want to see my microphone? Your microphone?
Yeah, I heard. I
Okay.
heard you in there. But I just need to know how close you are on the thing so
You
I can
left and
light
took
it.
the microphone.
Are you going to be getting me, or are
I
you
don't
just
know.
getting that?
No, hold on. I don't think I can.
Can you guys see anything?
What are we looking at?
You're looking at blackness.
You're looking at your soul.
Don't be rude. Not everybody's like that.
Oh, I can see Kevin. I mean, I can. Kevin's here.
Kevin Robb.
Cards, courts, and travel.
Oh, okay. Can I walk in front of the camera?
If you turn around,
Are you getting any of the fire? Is it even pointing at it?
I don't. I can't. I can't. I want to get in top of the car.
Yeah.
Actually, I do, but I don't have a chair. I do have a chair. What do you mean I don't have a chair?
We got to get this fire lighted.
Here, hold this.
Well, it doesn't help me light the fire.
Do what?
I don't think you're pointing it at the fire. Hello, Ken. Hey, Mark.
Wouldn't be. Oh, I know what I'm looking at. Hold on. Now I know what I'm looking at. There you go. Ah.
It's really blurry.
Now we can see. Ah, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Now look at the screen.
It's really It's really blurry though.
Now look at the screen.
Yeah, I see your thumb. I
Hold on.
see your fingers.
Hold on. Give it a minute.
You had it up there?
Yeah. I flip it. I
Yeah,
swear
she
I flip
flipped it.
The phone is not working, guys. I'm gonna blame the phone.
You got to tilt it up.
I'm definitely. Hold on. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I can see. I can see the screen now. I'm working on it.
Only burning on one side.
Hold on. Hold on.
We're not cooking, Buff. We're just burning stuff to get it out of the backyard and cardboard that we've been saving for a couple of weeks. We don't have any meat, Dan. Sorry about that. Hey, Tanner. We're all about to fall asleep, Tanner. Bear Rose. Bear Rose is here. Hey, Bear Rose. What's going on?
How about now, guys? Do you like what you see? What do you think, Mr. Robinson?
This is what they're seeing.
Yeah, but do you?
Wait. Like... It's still moving. Okay, is it going to stay there?
Yeah.
How's that, guys?
What do you think?
Fine, yeah.
I was wondering why it was so freaking dark.
It keeps moving. Okay.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Now that it's lit, I can just start putting more stuff on it.
Let's just, like, we know that I'm done, right? Like, let's just start with that base and move forward. Hold on. But I don't want to.
Oh, I hate these.
Oh. Okay, now let me say hi to the
This is a
chat.
weed that grows outside of in the backyard here. The thorns are so bad.
Let me see if I can.
Just horrible.
Okay, now let's say hi to the chat. Buddy Carafanos here.
Hey, buddy.
Steven Andrews.
Steven, you've been here for 17 hours or so.
Minstrip Mopar's also here.
Hello, Ken. I saw you in there.
Why can't I see just the chat?
I don't know.
Mr. Mopar. Dope as Braden's here.
Dope. Braden.
Dope as Braden.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself.
Hey, believe. We're doing something different tonight.
Oh, that's a lot of smoke.
Yep.
Put some air on it. That will help. Hold on.
Oh, it just almost went out. It's back.
Okay.
It's back.
Okay. Just keep it close. Mr. Mopar. Buffalo Campos here.
Got you, Buff.
Dan Eboyd.
Dan Eboyd.
Patrick is also here.
Hello, Patrick Sullivan.
Kevin, as I said.
Hello, Kevin. We're going to get you some good cars over there in Florida. Since we got the shipping down now.
Josh Holman is here.
Hello, Josh. Thank you all for being here. Hopefully this won't be boring for you, since we'll be interacting plus burning. And who doesn't like to burn stuff?
Let's see.
It needs to burn on this other side. It needs to burn over here. And keep burning.
Bear Rose Garage.
Hello, Bear Rose. Cardboard burns really quickly, though.
Daddy Boy says, it ain't no meat on that fire.
Nope, there isn't, because we don't have it.
Vintage Adventurer Drives is here.
Yeah, I saw Tanner. He's falling asleep.
He says, I gotta pop you for a bit. I'm about to fall asleep, though.
We're all tired, Tanner.
World of Woodchip is here.
Hey, World of Woodchip. Good to see you.
Mark Sabe says, I miss sitting by the fire.
You don't have a fireplace in your house? You live in Canada. How could you not have a fireplace?
You didn't say hi to Mark.
Hey, I've talked to him many times today.
Vintage says, I spent 2 hours racing my dirt bike earlier today. I'm bored out.
Oh, yeah.
That
is tough work.
Sorry. Steven Andrews says, no hot dogs?
No, I actually had dinner. And I think Mrs. Spec did too.
Yes. I have some snacks here just in case.
This is a really small barbecue we use to do this.
Mark is confirming it looks good. Believe says it's a fire, no doubt about it. Minstrip says, where are the marshmallows? I don't have marshmallows. I ate them all.
Mrs. Spec ate all the marshmallows and didn't even give me one.
I'm a marshmallow hog. I just can't see marshmallows without eating them.
I think there was like 5 of them in there because I ate the rest.
We can't wait for the weekend to just eat the marshmallows. It's too long to wait.
And there's only one marshmallow bag that I can buy, which is the Walmart brand Great Value. Because, believe it or not, all the rest of them have gluten. Gluten in marshmallows. Ugh.
Josh Homer says, not dumb, just human like everyone else. Thank you, Josh. Dopas Braden says, I like wild raspberries and blackberries. I haven't tried them wild. You can't call them
just Braden.
Huh?
You can't call them just Braden.
Okay. Braden says, I like wild raspberries and blackberries. I haven't tried them wild, but I've tried them from the store.
You had them. You had those last night.
But not wild.
Tell them how the wedding was.
Their wedding was really nice. It was really nice,
It was a
guys.
Mexican wedding for sure.
It was a Mexican wedding.
Those people got the workout of the week. The dancing, the singing.
I think you haven't been to a real Mexican wedding for sure.
No, I have not. Definitely not.
Mark says, I had something a while ago this evening that I haven't had in a very long time. A cream soda ice float.
Wow.
Believe,
What is in cream soda? I mean, don't
uh,
say the obvious cream.
I don't know. Believe says, Believe approves of fire. Mean Street says,
How many of us are gonna be in
you
front
don't
of our?
have to yell, you have to like.
How many of us are gonna be in front of here and going, fire, 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 fire,
Somebody
fire, fire.
did. I think it was Dan. I'm not sure. Yes, it was Dan.
Yeah. We're basically the same generation. I mean, not that Beavis and Butthead was our generation, but it was out there. Here it's gonna flare up right here.
Mean Street says, we need marshmallows. Braden says, I love the Morgan three-wheeler.
Only until you drive it, Braden.
Did I say hi to Buddy Carofano? Yeah, he's the first one, right?
Huh?
Buddy Carofano. He was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you able to eat?
But that doesn't count because this is our third live for the night.
Yeah, fair,
So-
fair. Buddy Carofano says, were you able to eat anything at the wedding?
Yes, I was, because they served barbacoa, which Mrs. Spec said that it's when they cook the pig in the ground and then they chop it all up and everything. The pork was so soft.
Well, it's chopped before they put it in the ground.
What?
It's
not how they showed it on the TV.
There's different ways of making it, but it's usually chopped
whatever.
before you put it.
But the pork it's pork with a certain sauce, and there was like a couple of small potatoes that were also just really soft, and then corn tortillas. They also put some macaroni, like a macaroni salad type thing on the plate, but I couldn't eat that because that has gluten in it. But yeah, I had the pork and the potatoes and the tortillas, and Mrs. Speck gave me one piece of her pork and I gave her one of my tortillas. I think that was a good trade.
Also, we had as kind of like dessert, we had cupcakes, and he licked the frosting off of the cupcake and offered it back to me. So I think
I didn't lick it. I used my finger, but it was caramel on top of
whipped cream. I think it was
hard. It was hard whipped cream, and then they put the caramel on top. And I used my finger to get that off, and then I gave her the muffin because it had gluten.
So I think that means he loves me. I'm not sure. What do you think, guys? Thunderbird is here.
Hello, Thunderbird.
He says, wow, fire night.
Yes.
Steven Andrews says, graham crackers and Hershey bars too. Mainstream Mopper says, marshmallows. Thunderbird says, trying a new format. Yeah, we figured might as well tonight.
Well, what we're doing is we're doing this vertical because YouTube will put it out on the shorts feed, and then we'll get more people. We'll get new people in here, and then we'll see. Maybe they want to see what we do, ask what we do, and not that we're going to burn things every week, but Mrs. Beck might have to explain. We sell Mexican cars; they're very special. Stick around if you want to see some really good ones.
Yeah. Dan says a few cans of beans could make for some real fun and in an hour or so.
Well, there were beans on the plate. I forgot to mention that. There were beans. They had just a little bit of chili in it, but it didn't affect me at all. It was really good. Very, very, very good.
Mark Saves says, answers to your question. He says he doesn't have a fireplace or fire pit.
In Canada?
Apparently not.
Isn't it like by law you have to have it just so you can stay warm? That's what I would think. Can they hear? Can you guys hear the Mexican music?
Braden says, what whole animal are we roasting? Are we roasting a pig? Are we roasting a chicken? What are we roasting? Right now?
Hey, Braden. If I can move the camera, I show you that right up in the tree that's right here in the backyard, all the chickens are in the tree here. What'd you do?
Nothing.
All the chickens are in the tree here. So when Mrs. Speck read that, I think they all shuddered. Like, no, not me, not me. They're all sitting right up here above my head. I have to be careful they don't crap on my head.
I'm a little bit delayed on the messages. Mystery Whopper says we need marshmallows. Dan says, I think the only fireplace I got down here is the incinerator. Incinerator?
Are you in an apartment building?
And it ain't been fired in almost 60 years. Braden says, did you drink a bunch of tequila? How much liquor and alcohol did you drink?
I don't drink.
I don't. Mexicans, I don't. I think it says I know. Mexicans drink a lot.
I don't
Actually,
drink anything.
Mr. Spec doesn't drink, and I don't drink either. So no, we actually had a bottle of like non-alcoholic cider. I think it was.
No, it was red wine.
It wasn't red wine. It was cider.
It said on the label it was red wine.
It was sparkling cider.
It was red wine that the alcohol was taken out of, and it smelled like dog poop, and taste. I didn't want to say that there, and it tasted worse.
It was really bad.
Now, given that 2 people at the table said they liked it.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what they had to drink before that, because her friend Ceci was drinking out of a cup.
Yeah,
and
she was drinking tequila.
She kept asking the kitchen, because tequila was available in the cup to be served. She kept asking for it, but I don't know if it was just Fresca or it was tequila.
It was tequila. It was a shot of tequila with Fresca.
Okay, so she had been drinking like 4 cups of that before she tried the wine, and she liked the wine, so maybe that's the thing. It was absolutely horrible.
Yeah, I don't like alcohol to begin with.
And it wasn't only us. It wasn't only us 2. It was her other friend that was sitting next to us. And then her other friend, Jesus, we
and
asked,
also Sunny.
Asked him, hey, taste this. Go ahead. Try it. Try it. Try it. Try it. Try it. And he did. And the faces that he made, and he drinks. He's a drinker. The faces that he made was so funny.
He also had a tequila.
Yeah.
So it wasn't because they were drinking tequila.
He had like 4 or 5 different cups.
Yeah,
that they kept bringing him, but I don't know.
They put a little bit of tequila with the shot with a lot of soda and a lot of.
I don't know how many. Yeah, but I don't know how many of those actually had the alcohol in it and how many didn't.
All of them. Dan says Mexican wedding soup. Mexican wedding soup. Never heard of that. Steven Andrews says blackberries grow everywhere up here. Yeah, they like the cold, don't they? I heard berries like cold.
Yeah, they served an hors d'oeuvre plate with 3 globs of, I don't know what it was.
It was cream cheese mixed with nuts.
Well, that's your opinion. That doesn't matter.
That's what it was.
Because it wasn't. Cream cheese is usually much cleaner.
It's because it was mixed with nuts. It was cream cheese mixed with nuts, and it had some kind of jam, but it was a spicy kind of jam on top of it, and then it was some crackers. It wasn't crackers. It was
Ritz crackers.
It was Ritz crackers.
Well, fake Ritz crackers.
Yeah.
Mexican style.
Off-brand Ritz crackers.
Yeah.
And there was some blueberries, raspberries, another berry that I can't remember the name of right now. Strawberries and
Smurfberry probably.
And no. And grapes.
Yeah, so I couldn't eat any of that. I don't eat fruits or anything. And then they gave us a little box with a bow on it that had other little food in it. And I thought, okay, that's going to be the chocolate or something, right? So I open it up, and it's a little bag of potato chips, and there's a little container of chamoy in there. So everybody in their wedding clothes can be playing with this liquid red chamoy, putting it on their chips. You know, didn't make any sense to me.
At least there was no white dress.
No, I really like the color of their tuxedos, though.
Really?
The dark green. It's like the carpet that I like.
I guess, but I wouldn't beautiful. Like it for wedding tuxedo.
I really like. Well, that's the color they choose. So
yeah,
that's nice.
I mean,
it was really nice. Both of their suits.
But I would like, if you were to ask me, can I wear this for our wedding? I would say no. Anyway.
Well, you would have to match me. That's why you would say no, but they were matched.
Yes. Dan says, I drank a blackberry soda this afternoon. Braden says, my dad's burning wood out in the living room. What? Out in the living room and the real wood fireplace. The There's a brick. There's a brick all around it. There's brick all around it.
A brick fireplace?
It was made with brick and everything, so that's out there with the fire bites the whole house cold. What? Believe says, speaking of Beavis and Butthead, have you seen the old Holio clip? Old Holio?
Cornholio.
It says old Holio.
Well,
It's epic.
well, the character or whatever was Cornholio. I don't know.
I wonder how much noise you're making into the microphone.
Huh?
I wonder how much noise you're making into the microphone, breaking stuff and whatever.
Well, ask them.
Well, I'm behind on the chat, so if you stop talking about the wedding. Dan says, I wonder if one could roast Twinkies like marshmallows. I don't think so because it's bread.
No, the oil that's in that bread would just catch fire, and
Yeah.
that would be it for you.
Mr. Whopper says to believe exactly. Mr. Whopper says, bring me your teepee. I am great. I am the great Cornholio.
Uh-huh.
Dan says, I love cupcakes. Ain't there gluten in cupcakes? Yes, there is. That's why he was only licking the frosting.
Yeah, the cupcakes are made from flour, wheat flour.
Thunderbird says, you don't eat wheat? Pretty good choice regardless of health. It's not a choice.
Not a choice at all.
It's a health issue. He is a celiac. So, yeah.
Thunderbird, it looks like I have a beer belly,
Yeah.
but my intestines are swollen and pushing my stomach out. You can tell because my belly button is almost an outie.
Yeah.
It's being pushed out from the inside because of it's all swollen because of the gluten and everything else.
Dan says, I will drink in 3 weeks again.
What's special about 3 weeks?
I don't know. Josh Homan says, no Mexican music on my end. So the microphones
You can't hear it?
No.
Well, that's good.
So it's a good decision to put the microphones on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can hear it.
Yeah. Dan says, I wish I was in Tijuana eating barbecued iguana.
No, you don't. Not a place to be right now. I know it's from a song.
Roy Miller Day is here.
Hey, Roy. Thanks for joining us.
Okay.
We're just doing some burning tonight.
They say hi. Thunderbird says, ground cook meat is the best. Or even burrito. What? Or even burrito. I don't know what that word is, so sorry. Steven Andrews says, most of the population of Canada lives south of me.
South of what?
Of me.
Oh.
Thunderbird says, bury a foil wrapped potato in hot ashes. Great taste. Yeah, there it is. That's but how you buried a whole pork wrapped in foil.
A whole pig.
A whole pig wrapped in foil. So that's where you get good meat.
Yeah, that's a southern Mexico thing where they bury the whole thing. I've seen it on, those food shows that go all over the place. Woo! Got to get the stuff out of here because they just cut the tree in the front. So we got a whole new crop of branches and stuff that we have to bring in when it dries out a little bit.
Dan says, I like my alcohols, but I will not drink daily anymore. That's going to be tough, but I really need to do that.
You don't know what you're missing by facing the world sober until you do it.
Yeah.
Because you miss out on a whole lot of details that you can't remember or whatever. Not that I've ever, drank or anything to forget, but I'm too much of a control freak to drink or take any mind-altering drugs other than chocolate. Chocolate's about the worst. I'm not even a coffee guy. I like to have it on a very, very cold drive up up to the border.
Yeah.
But that was just to save my life because it was so cold in that car.
He likes it on especially cold occasions.
Yep.
Dan says Italian wedding soup is a thing. Yeah, I've heard of that, but we don't really have Mexican wedding soup. We have like for weddings, we usually do we usually do barbacoa. That's the thing that we it's normal over here. So soup will be the pasta that comes with it. It's a pasta salad with like cream and some vegetables, but it's not soup. It's just a pasta salad.
What I liked about last night at the wedding was that it was a same-sex marriage, and because of that, I thought it was just going to be like them and a few friends. But about 60 people showed up, their family from both sides celebrating their marriage, and everybody was accepting of everything. And I really was I liked that.
Wasn't it 100 because it was 10 tables?
Yes, but none of the tables were full.
How they were full?
No,
Because they made it the other people sit with us.
maybe their names were on the list to begin with.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Will the Trail is here,
Hello, Will.
and they say, "Hey, I like your fire pit."
Well, it's a barbecue, but burning the heck out of it. I don't damage my cement this way, and it's easy to clean up the ashes.
Mechanics is here.
Mechanics,
Mechanics.
welcome. Ow.
They say, "Good evening, everyone." Steve Andrews says Toronto and Montreal are south of me. Mike N is here.
Hello, Mike. I got so much of this newspaper to burn. This stuff is from what was the date?
What's on the top?
2017.
Wow.
I've got a whole closet full of this stuff.
Full of spiders?
Huh?
Full of spiders?
Yep.
Dan says block walls and metal roof is my dream house.
Metal
Why?
roof? No. You know what happens to a metal roof when it rains, Dan?
Well, it makes noise, but
Yeah, that you can't get away from.
fair. Braden says the fireplace out there makes the whole house cold. How would it make? How would a fireplace make the house hot cold? I'm confused. Mike says metal roofs are great until it rains. Then you can't hear yourself think.
That's right.
Braden says I want some Don Julio. I had some. What do you say? What do you say this was called?
I don't know what it was called, but
It's
it was
not.
horrible.
It's not a milkshake. It's what? What is it?
Slushy?
No, it's not a slushy. It's just with ice.
Yeah.
This is milk.
Yeah. Well, what do you call it?
Licuado.
Uh-huh. Yes. Everybody
Smoothie.
Everybody will understand that.
I have a banana smoothie. Duella Trail says I'm currently looking for an early 90s Mazda Miata with no engine or transmission, so I can put in a year's matching Mustang drivetrain to make what could have been a 1990s Shelby Cobra.
I suggest joining the Facebook groups for that car, and you'll find a lot of them because people have extras just sitting around.
Believe says I'll share it just a moment. We have someone new. We have Jovita Lorenzo.
Hey, welcome.
Can you pronounce Jovita?
Jovita?
With a J. Jovita.
Jovita?
Yes. Hello,
Claro.
welcome.
¿Puedo?
Dan says to Mike N. I never realized insulation might help. Maybe, yeah.
How about not having a metal roof? I don't care what kind of insulation you put on the inside, you're gonna hear every time a raindrop hits that.
Hmm.
And I'm not speculating. I've been in that situation.
Dean Stevenson is here. Hi, Dean.
Hello, Dean.
Dean says the others will be along shortly. The first link is where some others are at. I'm inviting them over. Oh, thank you, Dean.
I posted this link in there.
No, because the third link. You posted the third
Yes,
link?
I posted this one in there.
Ah, sorry. I didn't saw you go back in there when I started the next live.
Yes. And if you go in the house right now, the volume is at top level because you can hear everything we're saying in there.
Why?
Because I didn't turn the volume off. The live is on.
Oh. Braden says, what is the spiciest thing you have ever eaten?
Uh-oh.
Me?
Uh-oh.
The bad thing is that I don't know the name.
If you don't say me, I'm going to hit you.
Oh. Dude, it makes me get I have a list. Well, speaking of only foods at like PG-13,
I'll allow it.
Not a chili, but caldo de cangrejo or shrimp soup.
Cangrejo is crab.
Crab?
Yeah.
Crab soup? It was shrimp.
Shrimp is camarón.
Camarón. Caldo.
But I'm still eating my frozen Coke.
That wasn't live.
Why isn't it live?
It wasn't live.
What?
It wasn't live.
Why?
I don't know.
It turned off?
How would I know?
Is it back on?
Yeah.
What happened? You're in charge of that.
I don't know. The problem of not having the phone next to you,
that's your department.
Yeah. But I cannot face it anywhere else.
Right, it has to be faced here.
Like no, I mean I cannot like stick it anywhere else for me to be able to see it.
Right.
Should I sit over here?
But you still. Now wait a minute.
What?
You need to back it up just a little bit. Now it's.
You're just sitting on the camera. Go away.
I am not. It's. Went off again.
No. No, it's that's where it went off.
Okay, but they're not seeing the whole thing, so back it up so they can see the whole thing.
Oh, you mean make it less close?
Yeah, because they're only seeing.
No, don't move it, I'll move the camera. Crazy person trying to move the fire pit. There. It's perfectly focused. I'll leave this thing here.
I think there's a kid's birthday party going on next door, which the kids are probably asleep now, which means the adults are partying, but they've probably been drinking all day.
Hold on, I still have a hand in the chat. Dance's birthday. Whose birthday?
Whose birthday?
I don't know. Thunderbird says, have you tried carnivore? I have GI problems and it's helped me so much. It was the last thing I tried and it helped a lot.
The carnivore diet?
Yeah.
I'm eating chicken right now.
Braden says, worst city in Mexico?
You have to be more specific with the question. Worst weather, worst safety record, worst people, worst police. There's lots of worsts here.
Braden says, what is the most Mexican food out there that Mexicans eat the most of? And don't say tacos. I mean...
Is he asking what food we eat in Mexico? Because all food here is Mexican food.
Yeah, but like...
Even rice with what you guys would call Chinese food is Mexican food because it's made here.
Yeah.
Although there
I
are
mean,
Chinese people here.
I mean, yeah.
We don't have burritos here. Those
Well, I
aren't.
mean, we do, but it's not.
It's not a thing you can walk into a place and buy a burrito. It's not a common thing to see here.
It's
Hard
not.
shell tacos, not a thing here. I mean, there is a place that sells them if you want to make them at home, but nobody will serve it to you in a
I'm
restaurant.
gonna go with tortas. If you're not saying burritos, I mean, if I cannot say tacos
Tortas
because
are very Mexican.
carne asada,
Everybody has the meat.
carne asada.
Every country has the meat. They just cook it.
Mm. Tortas. I'm gonna go with tortas. Braden says, "Oh, what is the best Mexican street food? The best Mexican street food, in my humble opinion, is corn. Is esquite, corn on the cob." Boy Carafara says, "Favorite candy bar." That's a question for Mr. Mexican Spec.
I've been eating Milky Ways lately. I got off the Snickers, but there's a lot of them that I used to eat, like Kit Kat, that I can't anymore because it has the cookie in it. So it is a problem.
Thunderbird says, "I drink a lot of coffee. It helps me stay off a cigarette."
Coffee is not good for your digestion either.
Paco Alfa está aquí.
Hey, Paco Alpha.
Paco Alfa dice, hola amigos, un saludo desde la frontera norte de Tamaulipas. Saludos, ¿cómo están por allá? ¿Están todo bien? Saludos desde Sinaloa. Sí, pues.
What's it doing? Is it losing the signal?
No sé. Es que, mira, déjame agarrarle aquí. Is it better, the angle?
You stopped it.
Well, no, I didn't stop it. It stopped.
No, because it doesn't have the circle anymore and the image just stopped.
Well, then click on it.
I have my gloves on.
Well, then click on it. What does it say? Nothing. Oh. Go away. I have an idea.
Mrs. Beck is trying to fix things.
I think the problem is that it's trying to get the internet from the house, but it's too far away from the house. So that's why it keeps stopping. So I'm just
It's
gonna
using data.
no, that's the problem. It's not using the data; it's using the Wi-Fi from the house, but it's too far away. So I'm gonna
on data.
So I'm gonna put it on data to see if that fixes things.
Hopefully it will.
Why this one stop?
I don't know.
Oh, I lost the chat.
What?
I think that was my phone.
Are we still on, guys?
We are on, but my phone is not.
Isn't technology wonderful?
I know.
I don't have much smaller stuff to put on here, unfortunately.
Oh, my chicken. Hold on. How to turn off my chicken? I have a chicken in the oven.
Mrs. Beck has a chicken in the oven. Not one of the chickens from around here. We actually bought the chicken. Too much work to take their darn feathers off.
My YouTube just won't work. Excuse me? And excuse you? I'm like, why am I connected?
Let me go see what's going on inside.
It's working. I can hear it. Okay.
So you guys can hear us?
Ah, there you go. And Mexican Specs Live.
Oh, tired.
Okay.
You guys can hear us?
Ah, there you go.
Do you have it live? Do you have it back?
Okay, where was I?
You guys can hear us?
Ah, there you go.
Do you have it live? Do you have it back?
Okay, where was I? Was in with the guy from Tamaulipas. I was in with the guy from Tamaulipas. There you go. I'm back if you want to come back now. Since you're listening to live.
Yeah, everything's working in there.
Yeah, it's my phone. Okay, we're back. Dean Stevenson says, "You eat pastors? I thought it was just Papua New Guinea." What? Tacos al pastor is tacos style pastor. I don't know what pastor is. Like, how do you call pastor?
I
It's
don't know.
the
I don't really know.
shepherd? Shepherd style?
Yeah, that's the translation, but I don't know
Yeah.
how they actually make it.
Oh, how they make it? They cut slices of meat and they put it on this. They soak it in this
I know,
juice.
but it's not just a regular meat. They've put coatings on it, and they've you
Well, if
know
you let me finish, Jesus.
he's not here.
Anyway, yeah, it was pretty good. We do with that. Dan says, I was overdoing it with the booze the last 3 years, and especially over the last year, and I could feel it dulling me. Josh Roman says, Italian wedding soup is a thing. Campbell's and Progresso make it. I had it. It was very good. I have had it. It was very good.
Lots of meat in it.
I don't know. Dan
Well, I'm
says,
asking him.
ah, Dan says, my brain is finally coming back to the last time, and I am not going there again. I know where it leads.
I understand that, Dan. You can get a lot more done when you're mentally there.
Dean says, wow, that's a nice fire.
I'm trying.
Braden,
Running out of stuff to put on it though.
Braden says, I want to go to Uganda. Don't we have anything on the bucket?
That?
Oh,
No.
okay.
We burned all the cardboard.
Dean says, Mike, and I hope your friends in Texas are receiving comfort. Sorry for the mad world. What happened in Texas? Oh, there was a shooting at a bar. Oh, okay, I forgot. Oh, sorry.
I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, there was a shooting at a bar. Believe says fireplace insert for the win.
This is live. There's no inserts here.
Ah, the chat moved again. Wait, hold on.
When I was sending a whole lot of packages
Wait.
out, we're not on?
Yes, but I'm in the
Well,
chat.
then
Okay.
when I was sending a lot of packages out, I was sending like 30 packages a week out of here, selling the taillights and stuff. I asked the guys around here that sold newspapers to bring me the extras after the day, and I'd buy them from them. So they have this little, it's 6 pages, I think, 6 or 8 pages. It's called La Sirena, and they have a lot of nearly naked women in it and news and stuff like that. So I got a lot of them, but they're 6 plus 3. They're 9 years old. They've been sitting here for 9 years. So I have a closet in the dog's room that has stacks and stacks of them. Now, bugs have been eating the newspaper for quite some time. And the other night, I saw a roach run into the closet, like to get away from me. Like, what the hell? What could be in there that they want? I opened up the closet door because it's behind a table and everything. I don't go in there. I opened up the closet door. Roaches were everywhere, which was fine.
Ew.
I took the glass cleaner and I sprayed them, so they're no longer there. But the biggest spiders in there. I took pictures from Mrs. Spec just so she could see them. We're gonna have to clean out that closet. We're gonna have to evict all of those spiders and clean everything up because they're not really doing us any good, so they don't get to stay there. But they are big. They're big in there. I don't know
Mm.
what they're catching actually, because there's nothing flying around inside a closed closet.
They're not too flying to get them though. Spiders. Braden says because it's taking all the heat out of all the other rooms and just putting it in the living room because the thermostat is right out in the living room by the fireplace. So I think it's
Okay, so
something.
he's warming up the one room that has the thermostat. So when that room gets warm, it shuts it off, and the rest of the rooms are cold.
Dan says blocks and metal don't burn. I'll bet something like dynamite and additional insulation will quiet that roof down enough.
The ideal thing is not to have a metal roof because you're going to hear it.
Mark says the fireplace sucks the heat out of the house and out of the chimney. Dan says drafting effect in a chimney. Dean says the cult have a great song about cats on a hot tin shack. Bobster Combo says that's called a Monster Miata. Monster Miata?
Miata.
With
They're
the
called
Shelby
MX-5s here.
with the Shelby engine? Braden says we need the Cobra Jets back.
We need the what?
Cobra Jets back.
Cobra jets.
Cobra Jets.
There's not enough gasoline to power one of those anymore.
Hubie's Garage is here?
What?
Hubie's
Oh,
Garage.
Hoobie's garage.
Hubie's
Okay,
Garage.
I misunderstood. Hoobie's garage. No,
What?
it's Hoobie's garage. Okay. Hello, Hoobie.
I'm confused.
Yeah, you're not in the in crowd.
Okay. Dean says Bufita del Setza. Mark Silvestre says Will Trail. My idea for a first gen Miata was to power it with a Buick Grand National. Dean says you did the right thing, Mr. and Mrs. Spec. I hope I'm not ignoring you again, Max. Max. Brandon says I love ghost chilies and I love chili peppers. I'm really behind on the chat. Really behind. Believe says I remember very well the spiciest things I've ever eaten. That time I paid 200 yen extra for a special hot chicken curry in Akibahara Electric Town in Tokyo. As soon as it hit my tongue, pain.
And you paid for the privilege.
Yep. Mark says, Mrs. Peck hit something on her phone. Dean says, I looked out and listened to my sister's old music right after Jamie's live. Danny Boyster knows what. I think that's where we fell. Josh Warren says, Houston, we have a problem. Still a little jumpy. Yeah. Hold
It's
on.
weird because we're right outside the house. We have better reception out on the highway in the middle of nowhere.
we have a religious person here.
Yeah.
He's not saying anything so fun.
And how do you know he's religious?
Really, because he said one of the not one of the church, the book
Oh.
commandments. I don't know. It's like a thing. Who knows about it? Sudano says spinning worm.
Gotta take a drink. I don't have many small things anymore. Chickens don't burn.
Dean says, "How does one eat frozen Coke?
How does one what?
Eat frozen Coke."
With a spoon. You scrape it and it's like you could put it into a blender and turn it into a slushy, but then you'd lose a lot of it in the blender. So I just do it with a spoon. Let it heat up a little bit. Just do it with a spoon and eat it that way.
Braden says, "I'm corny."
Huh?
I'm corny.
Oh, corny.
Corny. Mark Seves says to make Mrs. Speck, what I heard was rustling off the phone and immediately stopped. Josh Homan says, another stream I was on had this happen as well.
Maybe there's too many streams on Sunday these days. I swear, I wait until the ones that I know are done. I'm not going to step on anybody's digital toes.
Mr. Mopar says, why are you beating the fire?
I am beating the logs so they can break down. The burn parts break down, and then I can move them up so I can start burning the rest of it.
Believe in yourself says, I've been eating every 8 hours, so usually twice a day. It's been working. Down 68 pounds as of this moment. Braden says, should I start a racing career in snowmobile racing?
I'm going to say no, because I don't think you can make enough money racing a couple of months a year to last you the rest of the year. I'm gonna say this in case my son is listening. He said he was going to have it on in the background. Hopefully he did. He told me that when you're told to take a pill every 8 hours, it's 2 pills a day. And I told him, no, 8 times 3 is 24. He says, no, because you sleep the other 8 hours. I said, no, that's not how it works. If it's every 12 hours, then you take 2 pills a day. So I asked my doctor. He says, no, it's 3 pills. You get up in the morning, 8 o'clock, then 8 hours later, and then 8 hours later. That's 3 pills a day. So if you're listening, that's the official answer.
Braden says, if you could have any motorcycle slash dirt bike slash quad slash ATV, what would you have?
Well, he's not asking me because that's I wouldn't get any of them.
Same. Joshua says, no, I am not a rock or any other star. Mainstream over says, we can hear you. Toby's Garage says, can you hear me now? Steven Andrews says, my dad grew up in Iowa on a chicken farm, I guess. We never had chicken.
That's because he was raising a product, and you don't take the product and eat the product. You sell the product and you eat something else.
Thunderbird says, yeah, working in an animal slaughter place might turn you off. Believe says, I sent you an email with the old Holio clip link.
I know I'm in front of the camera, but I just saw something running on the ground.
No. Braden says, I want a koala bear as a pet.
Ugh.
I don't think they're a good pet.
Ask Dean Stevenson about that. Even he's not in Australia, but he knows how horrible they are.
Joshua says, Italian wedding soup has meatballs in it. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, that does sound good.
Dan says, oh, I didn't say that was mentally there. I was mentally there. Definitely ain't emotionally. Dan says, that's a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy meatball. I hope not, because I don't like spicy.
Paco Alfa sí dice, ¿de qué equipo son? ¿Tacos al pastor con piña o sin piña? ¿Tortillas de harina o maíz? Yo, tacos al pastor con piña y de maíz.
Yo no puedo comer tortillas con harina. Tortillas
No
de
puedes.
harina.
Y no te gusta la piña.
Well, no sé de qué sabe porque yo no compro tacos al pastor.
¿Nunca has probado la piña?
En un taco así no va a tener sabor
Sí,
de
sabe.
piña.
Sí.
No, es nada más para hacer un poco más dulce.
Sí, sabe piña. Estoy hablando, es mamá mía. Braden says, I like the Play-Doh magazines. Dan says, I could use that for days when I can't stop effing up the puzzles in the paper. Blue Greek Garage is here.
Blue Grit?
Blue Grit.
Hey, hello, Blue Grit.
And they says, we are getting freezing rain now. I can't feel the heat from the phone.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'll try harder to make it hotter so you can feel it.
Throw the phone in.
No.
Dan says Hustler. Dean says New Jack. Josh Homan says Italian wedding soup also has a tube of pasta and spinach.
Okay, did that help?
I don't know.
Did that help you feel it?
Braden says Mexican, your wife sounds cute. Am I cute?
Yes. Especially in the dress she was in last night.
Oh, I was wearing a new dress last night.
She was wearing a red dress covered in sequences. Sequences. Yes.
It was very uncomfortable. Cop Car Steve is here.
Who?
Cop Car Steve.
Cop Car Steve. Hello. Canada.
Dice, buenas amigos, buen fuego. O bueno fuego.
I have lots of boxes over here. What?
I just don't know how to pronounce it though. Hubie's Garage is Hubie, not Hubie. Although I wish I had that guy's money. I just don't know. I don't know how the pronunciation difference. Sorry.
Well, to be fair, Hubie, in Spanish, the B and the V are interchangeable. They have the same kind of sound. So when she said Hoovy, I'm like, what? I don't think so. He would be asleep by now with his beautiful wife. He's not going to be looking around for my channel.
Steven Andrews says, yeah, hi, Hubie. He wasn't on Dead Dodge live too. Was similar confusion.
Yeah.
Dean says,
I mean, I already know Hoovy, but it was the way she pronounced it. I wasn't expecting him to come in here.
Sorry. Dean says he's also big, fierce, and jealous.
Who is?
I don't know. Hubie says to Steven Andrews, yep, it gets mispronounced a lot. Hubie, not Hubie. Hubie? It's Hubie?
Hoovy.
But he spelled it Hubie.
Well, that's how you're pronouncing it because of your Spanish thing, but and also the Hoovy. I mean, I watch Hoovy's Garage.
Oh yeah.
What? Hubie. Yeah. Hubie. Okay. Well, it's another thing is I was watching auto auction rebuilds recently, and he had bought a Tesla Model X for $9,000, a beautiful dark blue one and all that, $9,000, and he compared himself to Tyler, who bought an old Model X and he paid $17,000 for it, and he's like, "This is the cheapest one in the country." No, it's not. I just bought one for $9,000, and it was a red light, and he keeps going off this red light thing like it's a red light, so there's something wrong with it. No, at the auto auctions, the dealer auctions, anything that has over 100,000 miles is a red light, period. It doesn't matter if there's anything wrong with it or not. That has nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry, what's the kind of drink?
I mean, it used to be lower, but it's 100,000 miles now, I think.
Okay, so Hubie's Garage, let's see. We went to Uncle Tony's to the Dodge and to make Spec. I was trying to get Ari back. His lives were great too.
Yeah, but I think he's working at night now. I mean, he's out doing, I mean, you know what he's doing, but he's way up in Washington, so he's not in the warm weather anymore.
Dean says, my mom hugged a koala bear. In the wild, they often have fleas or flies? Fleas,
and probably lice too.
Fleas. But in the urban areas, well tended to, they are great, really sweet. Of course, kiwis say that what has four legs and flies and fleas and will kill you if it fell from a tree.
Everybody says koalas have nasty attitudes.
Mm,
So is that a lie?
I don't know.
I mean, are they as cuddly as kangaroos?
Blue Grid says, yep.
I need more context.
Mr. Mopper. Hi, Mr. Mopper. What's going on? Mr. Mopper keep sending eye emojis.
He's been here.
Yeah, I said hi. I'm not sure if he's just lurking to leave messages or
what did he send the eyes?
Or if he feels ignored. Yeah, he keeps sending me the eyes. I'm not sure if he feels ignored. Do you feel ignored? Do you want me to send you some chicken? I just made chicken.
The chicken's really good that she makes paprika and stuff on it.
Dean says, I called you Hebrew. Was that wrong too? I mean, yeah. Dan says Hubie. Dean says Mexican Spectre. The responses are delayed. Yeah. No, I'm really late on the chat. That's the problem. Hubie says, I think everyone makes that mistake. Even when I search my name, Hubie pops up.
Yeah.
Copcar Steve says, mi esposa madre used to pronounce Vancouver. Hold on.
Let's see if we can get this one burning too.
Dan says 100,000 miles at 100 miles an hour. Thunderbird says, hello, welcome to McDonald's.
I don't have much small stuff to burn anymore. This stuff will keep burning though.
We have some cats.
No, I don't want to hear the screams.
Oh,
There's chickens right there. I'd rather see them go.
fair.
But then the wood will dirty the meat.
No, I'm not gonna eat it. Steven says, "Got two new subs from me, Hoopy." Uh, Barracuda says a 1978 HL 500 Yamaha dubs to Braden. Dean says, I was responding to Braden. I told him that Mexican Spectre, Mr. Mexican Spectre, was a big jealous man who is a fire talent scout, but a fierce opponent of handsome young suitors. Dan says, kangaroos ain't cuddly. A kangaroo will kick your ass literally.
So is the cartoon correct that kangaroos will box you?
Yes, actually. Kangaroos are known to lure dogs into the water and drown them.
Well, what did the dog do to them first?
Follow them into
What do
the
you mean
water.
kangaroos? Kangaroos don't go in water.
They do. You want to see the video?
Dean, do kangaroos go in the water?
To drown dogs, they do.
Who else is here from? Where is Barracuda? Or he's from New Zealand too.
Dean, can you confirm or deny? Um, Hubie said, I'm just gonna keep mispronouncing it. I apologize. Says, oh good, I've been quiet about Ari. I wasn't sure people knew he moved and if he was going to announce it later.
He's been in. He came into Tony's live and Buff's live also, and he told us all about that.
Dean says, kangaroos are mega Mike Tysons. They don't separate. Steven says,
Kangaroos have less tattoos.
I'm not late. Steven Andrews says, pollo asado. Mainstream Upper says, chicken, yes. Ignore, no. Okay. I'm not that late. Okay. Hobie says, thank you, Steven Andrews. Mark Sobe says, LMAO, we have some cats.
Mark and I were talking about that he would never be able to get away from the house, even to come to the border. If he bought a car, because he doesn't trust anybody to take care of the 10 dogs. We're lucky because we have two people that can come here, just feed them because the animals basically take care of themselves. We don't get involved. If the cats fight, the cats are going to fight. That's between them. They have to work it out themselves.
Popcar Steve says, with your projects that you get ready for sale, do you do your own work or sub it out to other mechanics?
I don't do my own work. I don't do the work. I mean, I'll clean it and stuff like that because I have arthritis. It's really hard to turn wrenches, even in the warm weather. And I have a very very inexpensive mechanic. My buddy owns the suspension shop and tire shop, and the place that we just got the truck painted, he does that stuff. So there's no reason for me to really do much.
Baby, what are you munching on? Hey, what are you munching on? Stop munching on stuff.
That's bad stuff. There's food in your room, unless the cats ate it all.
Go eat the cat food.
No, we don't want him eating the cat food. He's an old dog. I'm sorry you guys are in cold weather and blue grit. You're in freezing rain. I am standing out here soaked in sweat. My head is sweaty. It's coming down on my shirt.
There. You want a chair?
Well, you need that just in case something happens.
Mm.
I got to get another car sold so we can take another road trip.
Yep.
I just don't know which one is going to go yet. I'd really like to sell a Volkswagen van because I want to see the reality of the liquid cooled engine and how well it does on the highway.
I have an answer.
What?
From Dean.
What?
Dean says, my oath, they will. Kangaroos are fierce.
They will what?
They like water.
How do they lure a dog into the water?
They walk into the water. If the dog follows, they will drown them.
Yeah.
They are tall.
Yeah, I know that. It was I saw the Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Dean says, love water, yes. Barracuda says, for a 1978 Honda CR250, fitted with a 79/80 XR500 motor with
XR500.
XR500.
You better know how to ride that thing.
With Simmons forks and Air Shocks.
You damn well better know how to ride that thing because a 500 off-road bike. I think my buddy had an XR 175 or something, and that's a lot to handle. You put a 500 on an off-road
Let me
bike.
know.
Put a 500 on an off-road bike. And
Thunder has a question for you.
Mexican Spec. Have you tried carnivore? You already asked that.
No, he asked if you like consider it, but how you tried it because you said you have tried. You have
No, I have
your
not
chicken.
tried. I have not been on a diet of any kind. But right now we're buying chicken, and
But a carnivore diet is full
is
on just meat,
yeah, it's all meat.
no
And
vegetables, no
it's
anything.
not like I can just start doing something like that because of my intestinal problems. I would have to talk to my doctor and all that stuff. But chicken is a lot cheaper than beef, so
Yeah.
that's the important part. But we were in Walmart. I don't know. It was some time ago, and they had full chickens, up in the front of the store, and they were like 30 pesos each. So they were like,
More like 50. Sure.
I don't know. They were 30 something pesos each. It was like $1.60 for a whole chicken that Mrs. Beck would have to prepare. So we bought two of them. We should have bought a lot more of them because now we're buying them over here at the local store here at 80 to 90 pesos each, which is fine because they give a lot of meat. Because I eat the breast and the wings, and Mrs. Beck uses the rest of the meat for her to put on top of her salads and stuff. But yeah, trying to find the right meat, the with the very little. It's not like I don't eat meat because we'll go to the taco place once a week or so, and get a taco or two. But that's where I get the beef. But it's not a pure beef carne de res diet.
Thunderbird says helps me a lot with my arthritis too.
Well, my arthritis is working in conjunction with my celiac disease, and my arthritis is not that bad. Like, my son who's studying to be a doctor is like, well, you don't have rheumatoid arthritis because your hands are not deformed, your joints are not deformed. Like, well, that doesn't mean I don't have rheumatoid arthritis. I tested positive for the rheumatoid factor, but I don't have, a really high factor where it's going to deform. I'm almost 60 years old now, so
And also, you haven't gone that far on your disease.
right. Yeah, I mean, I'm almost 60 years old. Some 60-year-olds have their hands deformed. They couldn't, they can't move them. But I consciously, when I go to bed at night, I lay my hands flat on the mattress instead of having them curve under, which it feels natural just to have them curve under. I don't allow that.
Okay. No.
I lay my hands flat on the mattress, and that's how I go to sleep. Trying everything I can to delay all this stuff. But the joints on my fingers, on the back of my hands, the finger joints, none of it is swelling up like I have a huge. But he didn't understand that there's varying factors with the rheumatoid. Yes, I tested positive for rheumatoid, but it's not really high where everything's going to be. And he says, no, you don't have it because of it. No, there's varying factors. As he said to me many times, why are you still alive? he and I were out here burning.
Nice.
He and I were out here burning one night, and one of these pieces of wood cut my finger, so I was bleeding. And I looked at it and I just kept going. He's like, "You're not going to do anything. You're not going to. No, just keep going. Why are you still alive? I've done this all my life. I have a very high, immune system.
Yeah.
I didn't get COVID not once during the whole time. Haven't had COVID that I know of, and I know because my wife had me tested.
I got tested.
You know where that's from, right?
From back the event there?
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. My mom had me tested.
QB says, yes, I got Ari to go back to Uncle Tony's a few weeks back.
Ari.
I got Ari
Yeah.
to go back to Uncle Tony's a few weeks back. I'm still telling him to do videos as I had his Apache and shipped it to him in Washington last month.
So he has it up there now?
Steven Andrews says, one of my cats is actually called Spec. Oh, cute.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Dean says, what Mexican Spec is trying to say is he's a lover, not a fighter. And he has people to serve him for the things that aren't so easy. But if push comes to shove, Mexican Inspector is all over it.
All my life, no matter what got presented, I got it taken care of. For example, a car would break down on the freeway, and I wouldn't stop until that situation was taken care of. Then I would breathe, and then I would rest. That's how I've always been. That's how I am now. It gets taken care of, and I worry about the consequences later. Not the consequences, but resting and all of that stuff. Mrs. Spec is putting on a little sweater, and I'm sweating like a pig.
Was you are working out and you're near the fire, and I'm not. I'm just sitting here with the how do you call the how do you call the
It's a telephone.
no asshole
Stop swearing. They're not going to put us out on the thing. What?
the mist. It's just cold.
It's not cold.
It's cold. Thunderbird says, hopefully I can fund one of your road trips too. Oh, thank you.
That'd be nice.
Cocar Steve says, buenas noches, mi amigos. Work comes early. See you next time. Goodbye, Cocar Steve.
That went right into my foot.
Oh. Are they your new tennis shoes?
No, these are the old ones that don't have much of a sole anymore. I think that one just poked through it right into my foot.
You okay?
I just keep going.
Say bye to Cop Car Steve.
Goodbye, Cop Car Steve. We'll see you next time. And after you, Cop Car Steve, after you get your police Mustang going, then you'll have to buy a Mexican one from me so you can have them together. Because the Mexican car is much better. Even with the police package.
Hear the chicken? Dean says carnivore diet.
Now wait, I got a question. How long ago did Cop Car Steve leave? Do you put the timestamps on there? See how far back you are. Ouch, my foot really hurts now.
Why can't I see it? I can't.
What?
I can't see the. Oh wait. No, I can't see.
It's up here.
No.
Oh, not on the phone?
No.
You don't get it on the phone?
No.
Okay.
But it's recently.
Sorry guys, I gotta take a break and take my shoe off and see how bad the puncture wound is. Oh. Take my tennis shoe off. These are the tennis shoes that I've taken all over Mexico.
And I just realized right now that I didn't have it on live chat all this time.
Did anybody see Stray Bullet in here?
I can see a dot right there, but I don't know if it's.
I don't feel anything there. I don't see any blood.
I'm gonna have to buy you working boots.
I don't like clodhoppers.
Do it.
I should have worn my thongs then, because they got a much thicker sole. Look at feel that. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
Went right through, right there.
It feels like foamy.
Yeah, the foam is inside.
No, foamy. You know what foamy is?
Like foam?
No, foamy is the like the crafts to make crafts. It's like a paper where you make crafts in with. It doesn't matter. Anyway,
I feel it, but I can't see anything. There's no blood. So who knows? Maybe I am dead. You never know. How do you even know if you're alive or not? I did feel the pain. I felt the pain.
I think Barracuda is here, but I think so. Is Barracuda here? Because
Anybody seen Barracuda?
Dean is talking about him, but I don't know if he's talking about him because he's here or just mentioning him. The number says peace out, Steve. Barracuda's here.
Hello, Barry.
How you been here a while? I'm really sorry.
She's had it on top chat, so you may have been blocked.
Barracuda says a four-stroke 500 XR is in brutal like a two-stroke 500.
Oh, it's a four-stroke. I
Yeah.
don't know. Everybody around at the time in the 70s had the XRs, the Honda XRs, and the small engines were powerful enough to kill you. I can't imagine being on a 500 in the dirt. Maybe Tanner can, but I can't.
Pit Snipe is here.
Hello, Pit Snipe. How long have you been here?
And they say fire, fire. Hey, hey. I think you just got here.
We already did that joke. So did I, Pit Snipe.
Dean says
I do it every time I light a fire. I think that'll burn for a while. Just like that.
No, I think Pit Snipe just got here. Thunderbird says I had a Rona a handle of times. I had Rona a handle of times. So yeah.
I never had it, and Mrs. Spec had it in the house. So it's not like I was far away from it.
Yeah, actually, I had it.
And we know mats don't do crap.
Like at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I have it or not. I'm gonna be. No, I had one.
Oh. Well, no, the second time you said you had it.
No.
Maybe it wasn't.
I had it, and then I was feeling really bad because of the vaccine.
Well, that means you had it twice because they injected you with it.
Okay. Yeah, Pisnak just got here. I don't know how Barracuda is. Just got here, but I think so because saying hi to Dean. Dean Stevenson says, little sweater. One. Pisnak says, Spec, I saw one of your cards on another video. Created you with your name in the corner and everything. Spirit AMX video. Darn if I can remember the channel's name.
Spirit AMX. Was it a black one? I haven't done a video on that car. Car sitting in front of my house.
Dean says today is now great. This morning from 2:30 to 3:30 and from 5 to 6 it was torrential rain. Dean says fence was out pumping. What's fence? Mainstream Opera says, why do you keep beating the fire? Because it's fun, Mainstream.
I'm not beating the fire. I'm beating I'm hitting the logs because it knocks off the burn part of it, so the fire can get to what?
Why are you yelling at the phone? You microphone.
So the fire can get to the unburned part of the log. And also I do that because it like turns into little pieces of charcoal, so when it cools down I can just throw the whole thing away. See?
Mr. Spec keeps yelling and at the phone, like looking at the phone, like the phone is the microphone. So I pulled it away. He's like, why are you taking my microphone away? You have to look the microphone. Stop yelling.
I like to look at the comments. This is weird with me just staring at a fire and not looking at the comments.
I like it though. Mark says 12:26 a.m. is when Cop Car Steve said goodnight. Thank you, Mark. So
we need to know how that is relative to our time.
Well, 26 and now it's 39.
Huh?
26 and now it's 39.
So it's 13 minutes ago, so he didn't hear anything I said about buying a Mexican Mustang.
Dean says the sticks are bouncy and fall out, Max.
So I put them back in. I have a big giant tongs to do that with.
I think he's talking to
just keep reading, just keep going.
No, to Mainstream Opera. What's the name of Mainstream Opera?
Oh, his name is Ken.
Then why you call him Max?
I didn't call him Max.
Dean did. Dean says, I cannot go to full chat on the gangster screen, Mexican Spectre. Yeah. Thunderbird says, well, I gotta go to bed. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Thunderbird.
Good night, Thunderbird.
I'm looking forward to seeing your car run.
I was saying good night to Thunderbird. Dean says, very good. I was asking about the rain this morning. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I look up in the sky and it's completely clear. Even with lights around, I can see stars. There's a star, there's a star, there's a star, there's a star.
Yeah.
There's a moon.
Huey says, wing dinger for life. Broom brooms have their place. Business says, I hate that top chat thing. Gets me all the time. I feel like a dick when I miss folks getting and direct yammering, greeting and direct yammering.
I
Reminds
don't.
me
I
of
don't. I'm trying.
remind
I'm trying to figure out what the purpose of it is.
when you have like too many people. Top chat shows you
The more
like
important
the
ones.
yeah
Well, we're never gonna have that problem.
yeah, but I forget.
Joey. Joey, vente,
Remind me, y'all, if I missed your question or comment.
vente.
Pesna says, I ain't been here long. Thank you, Pesna. Barracuda says, hope they clear the drains. Barracuda says, broom broom. Pesna says, Black Spirit AMX with the flames on the hood. The video specifically about that model, and they must have snagged your pics.
I'm not sure where they would take them from because I bought that car 3 years ago in April, and it was never delivered to the client.
You don't have a
So
video
I
of it?
haven't put no,
Mhm.
I haven't put pictures out there.
Dean
So can
says,
you send me the information?
he says he can remember the name of the channel.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
go to your like history maybe and like
Yeah, it'll be
see
on
if
your history that you looked at the video. That you
yeah,
watched the video.
if
'Cause
you, I
I
mean
need,
if you have
I'd
time.
like to look at that video and see where they got the pictures from. Weird.
Dean says Barracuda lol, the drains are overloaded because the council uses alplastic cement everywhere, which is slick and the water time of concentration is 3 times as fast as chip seals. Hubie says wing ding ding equals to stroke, broom brooms to four stroke, the brakes. Paco Alfa says, ¿qué tipo de madera están quemando? Son sobras de árbol, o sea, tenemos 2 árboles aquí y los cortamos de vez en cuando para que no crezcan mucho. Y cuando se secan los quemamos, no es madera en particular.
You are such a non-cat. You can't jump. He had to jump onto this car because it has a big giant. It has a big bumper to get up on the hood, to get up on the roof, to jump over to that car, to jump over to this car, to get on the roof of the wagon, to jump up on the wall. Jeez.
Steven Andrews says, did they sell any other GM makes in Mexico besides Chevrolets?
They sell Cadillac. They sell GMC. They used to sell Pontiac. They don't sell Pontiac anymore. It was a GMC Pontiac dealer. They sell Buicks. The Buick now they're selling Buick with GMCs because that's where they have the GMC Acadia and also the whatever's left of the Buick line they had out in front, right next to the Ram dealer, where they have all the Ram trucks, the Ram 1500, the Ram 1200, and the Ram 700.
Business apps, okay, on it. Dean says, can you hear the drums, Fernando? Wait. I remember long ago another starry night like this in the firelight. Fernando, you were humming to yourself and softly strumming your guitar. Barracuda says, I've had manly brums. Exceptions were 86 CR250, 78 YZ250, 84 IT 200, X2 PE 175s. Dean Stevenson says this was a song about the former Canadian Prime Minister's dad. Was it? Question mark. Finally, I'm at the end of the chat. You guys like, oh,
Why didn't they name more motorcycles with names instead of just letters and numbers? My dad had a Honda. I don't remember the letter, but it was a 750. I had a CT70, and there were some dirt bikes in there somewhere. But I never rode the dirt bikes. I rode the CT70. Didn't have any lights on it though. I would have liked to have had the lights.
here, hold the chat while I eat.
Of course,
some
they would have been
chips.
smashed when I fell down off of it. Even Angels, Fernanda, ABBA song. Yep, that's what I was thinking, Steven.
Excuse me, can you open?
This doesn't look really good in the image of the fire like it is here. It's a deeper color. Hoobie's Garage, great bike, Barracuda. I had an 80 IT 125, an 85 YZ 125, And my best bike,
Mm.
86YZ 250. Those must have been Yamahas. We were a Honda family. We did Hondas. I can't believe what CT70s are bringing these days. Oh my God. Restored CT70s are all over. Bring a trailer and other places. Prices going to the moon. Wendy. Hello, Wendy. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I'm doing five. Whoops. I'm doing 5 different things to get stuff done before I go to work for the next 11 days straight. I'm sorry, Wendy. You don't have to. You don't have to spend your time here.
Maybe she wants to think about something else other than.
Is Don not helping you? Danny Boyd says I had a YZ100 until cops. Well, why were you? Why were you on the street? You're not supposed to be on the street. Dean Stevenson, because letters are just awesome. Josh, good to have you here. Movies. I also had a Yamaha GT80. I rode the wheels off of my mom's 67 Honda CT90 trail bike. Yep, that was a little bit bigger than mine. And I think they even had a smaller one, but we didn't have any lights. It was only used off road when we went out to the desert or whatever, went out to Death Valley or whatever, wherever we went. Wendy's a workaholic, Dean says. Well, I don't think she has a choice. When you have a job and they tell you what days you're going to work, you go work, right?
No, there's laws for that.
No.
Yes.
Hold that. I have to stoke the fire. Stoke it. See, this thing right here, it all breaks up because it's all burned. That one's still burning. So you burn there. I'm going to take this paper. What just fell in your eye? I didn't do it. Not from this distance. And you have glasses on. I'm going to put this under here so we can light and burn that one little branch that's sitting there. I have so much of this newspaper. I don't usually use a lot of it because it leaves a lot of ashes, and I usually fill up the barbecue before I can get to the newspaper. But we're pretty much out of stuff here. We got a ton of it in the front of the house. See, this puts the flames right up under that one small piece that's not burning. Hello, Oscar. What are you doing, boy? What you doing? The night is not too warm, not too cold. All right. Tonight's the perfect weather to go drive in a convertible.
Dan says, my dumbass just had to write it down. My friend crashed running from them. From whom? The police?
Yeah.
Hubi says, I love the auto shift trans on the CT90 clutch
Mm,
less shifter.
yeah.
They sounded great to PowerPoint them without letting off the gas. I have something.
I had a real automatic motorcycle. It was dark green, and it was a Honda-matic. And who knew how valuable that motorcycle would have been these days? But I traded it straight across for a '58 Imperial two-door Southampton Crown that ran and drove 392 Hemi under the hood, automatic. That's my kind of thing, you know. That's my kind of vehicle compared to a Honda motorcycle.
When this
So,
says, sorry, when it says he works first shift, I work second. We don't see each other much.
oh, okay.
Sorry, because it says cool, Hubi, we didn't get the IT 125 in New Zealand. I still got the 80s dirt bike magazine in which they tested it.
I wonder if there's a country that did not get
I'm gonna go wash my face. I
the
can't.
Honda motorcycles.
I don't know.
I wonder. Pit Snipe. Video has been edited since I watched it on Friday. Originally depicts of one of the black AMXs had Mexican Spec up in the corner. Well, maybe they took the pictures because I did publish it to sell it 3 years ago. So maybe it was from then. Because of what happened with the car, I would like to see, if anybody used a picture like that and who they are to see what they were using it for. Now that the car's been sitting out in front, and this is weird, but the left front wheel looks like it's turned a little bit, and the right front wheel looks like it's going straight. So I'm gonna have to get the car over to my buddy's house and have the whole front suspension rebuilt. Dean, my buddy had cerebral palsy, but kicked around a CT 125 Honda. He called him Gyro Gear Slash. He passed on in Australia in 2020. Miss you. I was with a woman in Las Vegas, and her youngest son had cerebral palsy, a mild case, and she had two older daughters, and she had him, and she spent all the time dealing with him, taking him to doctor's appointments and speech therapy and everything else, and she basically left me to deal with the girls, which I was fine with. I was fine. She was a nurse. She was some kind of nurse. I don't know if she was an RN or whatever, but she basically stopped working just to take him to all the appointments. Now, remember in the speech therapy, um, his name was Timothy, and he came into the appointment saying things incorrectly, and he learned that from his oldest sister because of the way she talked and brought it home from school. Even though she didn't talk that way with me, it was kind of like a slang thing. And the speech therapist told his mother, "Bring her to me. I want to see her. Bring her to me." Like that. Like she's gonna get to the bottom of this. She doesn't want the oldest sister undoing all the work that she did with him. Boobies. Very cool, Barry. Can you pick that up with the tongs, or it's gonna be hot? Ah, Superwoman. Very cool, Barry. Kuda. I miss all of my bikes. Oh, I might have got on there too. I almost saw you on there. I think they took your car out entirely. It was piss night. Well, stupid phone. I missed all of my bikes. I'm also looking for another late 60s Honda CT90, even though I'm a Yamaha guy. Those things have gone through the roof in prices. They sure have. It's night. Actually, now that I scanned through the video, I think they took your car out entirely. It was sitting on the street against the curb. I think I remember, but I don't see it now. Yeah, that's one of the pictures that the previous owner sent me. And then he sent me a video of showing him driving it. But you can't tell how bad it drove in the pictures because the tires were like 15 years old when we bought it. But we drove it all the way back. We drove it 800 kilometers back home with those tires. We had no choice. We bought it. We left over there on the Wednesday before Semana Santa started. So everything was closing. There was no mechanic shops that were open, and Thursday and Friday of that week, everything was going to be closed for the holiday. So we had no choice. We had to drive it back. I did buy a spare tire for it and throw it in the back, which the car didn't have, but we didn't need it. The car actually did pretty well. It's a nice driving highway car, but they had cut off the exhaust in the middle of the car. So exhaust was getting into the car. So this was before all the problems started down, 2 hours from us. So we got up to Culiacan, pulled in there where my son lives and his mother, and we took him out to dinner. But she said she wanted to come here with us. So I put her in the back seat, and we were getting exhaust into the car. So this was April, and we had to roll the windows down and drive at nighttime with the windows down in April, and it was cold out there. And she was getting the Arctic blast right in her face because she was in the back seat the whole time. We didn't because we both of us were fine. and no, the heater didn't work. It's not even hooked up. So yeah, that was the first thing I did when I got here. I took it out to the exhaust shop and had the exhaust extended all the way to the rear bumper. So Barracuda is saying a whole bunch of stuff about letters and numbers. Hoobie is saying, "Yep, I remember those big Yamaha TTs and XTs." Da, da, da. Dean Stevenson, my sister is handicapped. It's like suicidal tendencies. Each day she corrects me. I'm not handicapped. You're the one who's handicapped. Maybe she's right, Dean. Very good. Sorry about that, Dean. Did he live in Alexandra? It's night. Whoops, my bad. Wrong video. Found it. You're still credited. You can't post a link, Pits Night, but can you can you go to my website, mexicanspec.com, and right on there you'll see my email on any one of the posts and send it to me by email. That's the best way to get it to me. Only a mod can post a link. And it wouldn't help me in here anyway because I'm looking at Mrs. Speck's phone. Although it's still in the computer too.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can post a link in here. I mean, it'll post, but it's not going to be a link, and then YouTube may remove it anyway. What are you doing?
Eating candy. You want some candy?
That's not candy.
Candy.
No, candy is sweet.
It is sweet.
Not to me. Ubi Berry Kuda, are you in New Zealand? Very. Out of all my bikes, I'd still like to have the 78 TT500 the most. Sounds like work. It's on YouTube. When AMC lost their mind and built a poor man's Trans Am. Okay, that's the name of the video. I'll go look for that. Thank you.
Want me to write it down?
No,
Oh.
the chat will be there when I get done. So who is this clown that posted a video?
Huh?
Why are they saying AMC lost their mind? I hope he doesn't think my car has a V8 in it. I wish it did. It doesn't. Ouch. And this car didn't start off life. This car started off life as an AMC Spirit in the U.S. and it was turned into this when it came to Mexico. I've talked to the guy that painted it, put all the stripes on it. The car has a steering wheel that is from an '84 Monte Carlo SS with the manual. It's the wood steering wheel, and those steering wheels probably worth more than the rest of the car.
Rude.
I'm serious. Dean,
How did you fell off? Oh, the bottom open. Ah.
Dean Stevenson. Yeah, he was the son from the GRD Jukes clan
Like it was.
who did small engines and bikes. Incredibly funny fella. Oh, rare cars? No, they didn't talk about it specifically. They choose the picks. Okay, well, I don't like people talking like that. Very cool. GRD. Dean Stevenson. Just look under AI slot Mexican Spec. Dr. Go is here. Hello, Dr. Go. Nice fire. Good evening, all. Hope Mr. and Mrs. Spec are well. We are both feeling better. We went to a wedding last night and everything was good. Both of us felt really good. I took a video of Mrs. Spec dancing if anybody wants to see it. Rare Cars is the channel. He's had Pit Snipe. He's had so many cars on his channel that I had when I was a teenager. So I don't subscribe to him. I've seen a few of his videos. He's presenting all this stuff like it's brand new. I've already been through all that. The '67 Eldorado that he had on there, and I had two of them when I was 18, 17. 17? Yeah, 17 when I bought the red one. Dean Stevenson. That's Adam Wade's channel. He's no AI slop. He's a pro. He's a pro what, Dean? I don't know where he finds these cars or if he owns them or whatever, but yeah, I don't need a history lesson on cars that I've already had and driven. Rare Cars and Automotive History is the channel. That guy Adam Wade is good. Pit Snipe. It just caught my attention seeing your name screen. Yeah, it was a good vid. Good vid, Dean. AMC didn't lose their mind. They were just trying to compete. And if you consider that it's an 80s car that he's trying to say was competing with the Trans Am, nope. Boobies at Barry. Very cool. We have good friends who left Long Beach, California to Perth for 20 years, then back to California for 2 years, then to Auckland to be a pastor. There's that word again. They are still there. Is the fire out of focus?
No, the phone is not focusing yet.
The phone's not focusing? Okay. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit out of focus. I'm glad it's not my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get some oxygen underneath these things. No, you go right. You get back up there. Come on. You go back up there. Don't make me get out the tongs. Yeah, you go back up there like that. Turn that one around. Okay. There we go.
What?
What'd you do with the dustpan?
I'm gonna.
What? Much better. Why is the lights on in there? Just attracts a bunch of bugs. Why?
Because you don't know. It's not says meh. It's a clickbait title that led to a video that I didn't hate.
So I guess it worked.
Daniel Morris says here.
Hello, Daniel. Should I start putting clickbait on my videos?
They say nice fire.
Thank you.
Dean says, but if it's a copyright, he'll short it. But he ain't a patch on you, Mexico Spec.
I don't care if he uses it, but
Mercury says, I'm in the South Island. UB says, I have the fire on my big screen. It makes my small house looks like it has a fireplace with all my lights off.
okay. I was just gonna say something. Don't remember what now. Wait, wait. Gotta go back. Oh, I did a video on the red Ram Charger, and I titled it "You Need a Unicorn Ram Charger," and it got over 4,000 views from that. And I don't think it was a clickbait title, because here it is a unicorn, because it is not the top of the line SLT plus. It's just the midline SLT, but it has the third seat in it, not covered in leather, but just gray cloth. So it's a very, very rare find, because people that didn't spend the money for the leather didn't spend the money for the third seat in the back. Yours died?
No.
Or you're waiting?
You're charging it just.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so I guess that I try my best, to put clickbait out there, but I guess I'm not that good at it.
Steven mentioned this. My Spec is lower volume now. Sorry. Sorry, I was charging my microphone while I was eating chips. Just in case that one dies. Because they don't last that long. I've been here for 2 hours now.
We've been here for 2 hours.
11:06. Around to 11 is 2 hours.
When did we start?
Like 9, 10, something like that.
Okay. Well, the fire's still going, so I'm going to use all my data for this month, and it's only the first.
Dean says simulated back in Berserker's ship. I fired on an 85 LCD screen. Boobies. QB says to Barry, very cool. I'd like to get them over here to see them sometime. Beautiful country. His knife says, nah, I appreciate your straightforwardness, forward titles, Spec. At the same time, I can understand why folk exaggerate their titling.
I get very few views on any of my videos, so when I got over 4,000 on that one, it was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't what people were expecting, but I guess it got 4,000 eyes on the Ram Charger here with my voiceover and stuff. So I guess it worked.
His knife says, that does sound like fun, Dr. Go. Booby says, you got me, Dean. Mine's only a 35 inch. Dean says, Hubis has continuous jumping off of Mary Celeste's ship passengers too, I'll bet. Dean says, what's 10 inches amongst friends?
That could be taken many, many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's turn this one around. So we can start burning that side of it.
You're warm.
Excuse you. That wasn't me. Why do you have 2 cups out here?
One for water and one for mi licuado.
Oh. Mm.
Barracuda says, everyone says New Zealand is beautiful. So is a lot of America. Dean says, Mexican Spec is kind napped by Scotty Kilmer. Where is kind napped?
Kidnapped?
No, kind napped.
Kidnapped.
Kidnapped. Sorry.
No, didn't Scotty Kilmer die 3 times this week? He doesn't like Mexican vehicles, so except for the liquid cooled Volkswagen vans, he says he likes that one. I don't see why people watch him or subscribe to him. What does he do in his videos?
Hubie says, Dean, are you talking Queen Mary, the ship of or Mama Celeste's pizzas? Dean says, it was clickbait.
I don't think clickbait works unless you have a huge channel and you can afford to piss off 30,000 people and not worry about it. Because people get angry about that. I don't think my video was clickbait because it was a unicorn Ram Charger.
Mark away, I can't stand Scotty.
I only watched the video that when he went over the Volkswagen van from the guy that brought it from here, and it wasn't even the nice one of the two. There were 2 cousins that bought them together, both red. One was more red, the other was more dark red. One had stupid custom wheels on it with white wall tires, very Mexican. They were both sold on Bring a Trailer. You can go look them up. They were 90, 91 and 93 models, I think. Joey, what are you doing?
Are you spraying the tree?
Joey? Put your tail down.
Paco Alfa says, bueno, fue un placer pasar un buen rato con ustedes. Me voy a descansar. Que pasen buenas noches.
Gracias, buenas noches.
Buenas noches, Paco Alfa. Huey says, good point, Spec. Dean says to Barracuda, no, but Dean says Barracuda has a joke about Queen Elizabeth II. Oops. And Dean says, no, the Marie Celeste, the ship that God abandoned. Pitsnight says, Kilmer is the worst for clickbait titles. Saying you're dying is a step too far. I
Yep.
was a Kilmer fan going back to his TV and radio days. Only watch him now if he's especially talking about my search. Specifically talking about my search.
You can only hear so many times. Toyota's the best. Toyota's the best. Except for their valve trains. Joey. Joey. What are you sitting up there looking around like you're going to do something if another cat comes? You lose every fight you get in. I'm the one that has to pick the scabs off you. But I think it's cruel to have a cat inside a house. They're predators. They have to hunt. If you don't let them out, they hunt you when you walk around the house. That's not a joke. When I walk by that cat right there, especially if I have bare feet, he'll hit my foot as I walk by.
Would you let him out?
And yeah, and then I turn around and look at him, and he runs. And he runs because he knows that's not allowed. He's gotten bopped on the head a few times for that. Joey, the dog's far away. What are you worried about? They do mess up my windshields when he comes off the top of the car. Joey, vente. You're ignoring me, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
See if I let you sleep in my bed tonight.
Dr. Cole says, I think you use two clever titles that are true, but also can get people interested in looking. And it really isn't so misleading if you set RAM chargers and then show RAM charger.
Well, it was a unicorn ram charger in my experience.
Wendy says, I'm waiting for my dryer to get done and then going to get to bed. I never let anything run when I go to bed, 15 minutes left.
Oh yeah, no, can't take that chance. We don't worry about it. Our dryer is open air and the sun beating down on the clothes. So we don't have to worry about any electricity.
Dean says, well, what if you only kidnap Pisna Husker?
Mm.
What if you're only kidnapped Pisna Husker? Believe says, catnaps are the best. Oh, yes. I was trying to take a catnap today before the live because I figured I was going to be like sleepy and cranky and whatnot. But no, because Mr. Spec was watching a live or no, he was watching, first he was watching some videos of some old TV shows. No, it was a game show. And he kept yelling at the screen because they were getting the answers wrong and they were not doing the correct things.
It wasn't because I was getting the answers wrong.
Whatever they were doing, it doesn't matter. He kept yelling at
I
the
knew
screen.
they didn't want the kid that had already won 2 games to win.
He kept yelling at the screen. And then every so often he will just clap. Like he was part of the audience.
Actually, I wasn't clapping. I was hitting my leg.
Several times, not just once.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't let me sleep.
You could have closed your door.
My door was closed.
Well, then you shouldn't have heard anything. Why are you listening to me when you should have been sleeping?
You're such a ass.
Jeez.
Business says, Lolly, in my poor choice of words, I run out of characters, bro. I think in paragraphs. Dean says, 24 hours at Munich. Business says, Specs, you could wear a tube top in your thumbs and say you found the Holy Grail, and I wouldn't mind. It's only leading me to something I want to see anyway.
Thank you. We're gonna get you a tube top tomorrow.
No,
He wasn't talking about me.
no,
He was not talking about me.
I'm not wearing a tube top. Dean says, we've kidnapped our cats. We're gonna let them loose soon. Barracuda says, I don't think Meg Spec and wife wants to hear that joke again, Dean. Or probably anybody else. Dean Stevenson says, wait, has he got the Holy Grail? Dang. Dean says,
I don't know what a holy grail is because I'm not religious.
Dean says, I liked it a lot. Dr. Go says, I once used the term ice roosters flying behind cars. And I was referring to the thousands of ice chips that were flying off spiked tires in a rooster tail
Oh, okay. Yeah.
from ice drag racing cars. It was true.
Yeah. But if you have to explain it, that people aren't going to click on it to see what it is.
Mhm.
When I publish a Volkswagen, nobody wants to see it. Whether it's a Beetle, a Combi, a Safari, anything, nobody wants a Caribe. Nobody wants to see it.
Oops.
Not on Instagram, not on YouTube, nothing. Luckily, I post them on the Samba website, and that's where I get a lot of contacts from. People do want to see them there. Because I posted two Volkswagen Combis today, a 2001 liquid cooled with the Golf engine. It's a passenger vehicle. It started out life white like all of them, but it's now dark brown. I can't tell you what color the interior is because I have no idea what that color is. But it's got bucket seats in the front, which are obviously from some other vehicle. They're not originally from the Combi. And in the back, it has the sofa bed in the back, and then it has two rear-facing seats also. And then I posted a panel truck, a panel van that looks brand new. I don't know how many kilometers it has on it, but there's this huge list of stuff that they just replaced with the belt and the starter and brakes and everything and tires, brand new Michelin tires and everything. And the paint looks good and the interior, it's a panel van, so it's empty in the back, but it runs on propane somehow. It's got a 120-liter tank inside the van, I think, somewhere. They didn't take a picture of it. They took a picture like from the front to the back, but I didn't see a tank. And the tank is supposedly new, 120 liters of propane. Because I looked up the price. Propane is between 10 and 11 pesos here per liter, and gasoline, the cheapest gasoline we have, is 23.99. So it's less than half per liter for propane to run your vehicle on propane here, which is why people do it.
Why do you decided to put another wrench in it?
What? Another brand? Why not?
We are 2 hours in the live.
That's okay.
We're going to stay here. I want another jacket.
Go sit near the fire.
Dean
That's a
says,
natural heat source.
Dean says, that's what Kiwis do, Mexican Spectre. We are quiet until sport cars or game shows come out. Then we are untamed dogs.
Hey Dean, how many times have people gotten trampled and stuff at a soccer field in New Zealand? You cannot compare what you guys do to what happens here.
This time Husker says it was a chalice or cup that Jesus allegedly drank from at the Last Supper. It was an Indiana Jones movie. Lol.
And Dennis Collins also uses the term quite often. Quite often.
Dean Stevenson says, yes, G is missing inspected. You can still get them to pay you for every drink. Steven Anders says, the Samba is a cool sight.
I have a lot of vehicles posted there.
Business says, the Holy Grail is a common metaphor of something rare, like a unicorn.
Yep.
UB says, the Samba is great. Bought original German parts there and just got my 67 bug back from the Nitro garage.
Who's
UB's.
Oh, Hubi. Okay.
Um, from the Nitro garage. Media Blast is next.
Nice.
Dr. Gold says, always good to visit and say hi, but now time for this old guy to rest. Good night and thanks.
Good night, Dr. Go. Thank you for stopping in.
Good night. Dean says, the Jews pretend it out, Snipe. You should ask for a finder's fee so the originals get a stipend.
Stipend.
Stipend?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they used rented it out. Sorry. Business says, let's go propane kits. Lol. I've said it before. It's one of the things my old man got me started installing as a kid in the 80s. And Dean says, that also could be rented out. Dean says, Mexican Spec, she only had a sweater.
It's like a sweatshirt, but she can.
Excuse me?
What?
I need a chair.
Shows we're still on. Are we still on?
Yeah? I don't know what happened.
Maybe you were on a different one.
How would I be in a different
It
one?
says there's 15 people in here.
How would I be in a different one?
Say hi in the live chat. What is it?
It's just because the light tried to start it again or something like that.
Did you guys see a glitch or something?
How did I do that? That was random. All of a sudden it said it ended.
Yeah, we got a screen that said the live has ended. Did it end for you? Is anybody? No, there's a. Okay, we're fine. What the frick?
Don't scare me like that.
I don't think this thing's gonna burn.
I don't think so. I think you should take it out. Steven Andrews says still a lot of bills in the USA. I'm surprised the other Volkswagens. What? Hold on. Still a lot of Beetles in the USA. I'm surprised the other Volkswagens we didn't get up here are of more interest.
People that have German Beetles, like the ones that were sold in the U.S., look down on Mexican Beetles, probably because they think they were worse quality, the manufacturer, and there's so many of them. But I don't know. There's a lot of people that like Beetles only because how cheap they were, and the Mexican Beetles are not cheap when you figure the travel and the transport and everything else. Because these have to be transported. I'm not driving one ever. No.
I'm gonna check on the fire.
Unless I mean we may have to drive it all the way to Veracruz if we buy one in Mexico City, because I don't have a transport company from there. QB just got a paint quote for my bug, 15 to 20,000. That was the cheap quote. Hey, you're in California. Bring it down here. We'll get it done. I just had a Ram Charger painted. It was less than $1,000 for the job, or 1,000, 1,500, somewhere around there for the whole job. Stop it. And that was for a big vehicle. He did tell me that Beetles cost a little bit more because they have to take every piece off and paint them separately and then put them back on.
Mm.
Go that way. Go. He did tell me that, but then it gets a better paint job that way. Dean Stevenson says, no, but my Polish friend said, you Kiwis don't have anyone murdered at a soccer match either. I guess you're right, Mexican Spec. Pit Snipe. Dean, I love the dots over the U in Husker when you type. Makes me read you with an accent. Husker. Stephen Andrews. Nope, still here. Wendy's still here. Nope, everything is good. Mrs. Speck, she's on her phone. It went to another screen that says live chat has ended.
The chat has said that. Also,
Yeah.
The live has said that. Something like that.
So it was weird. Dean saw a glitch. Famous time travelers. Wendy. My laundry is done, so I'm out and got to get to bed tonight. Good night, Wendy. Thank you for dropping in. Josh Homan, 20,000 to paint a bug. That's insane. I remember when they were advertising paint jobs for a few $100s.
I want to take this.
Josh, to be fair, the Beetle has to be taken apart every part. The windows have to be taken out. The whole thing has to be painted inside and out. Then it has to be reassembled. And what they charge for labor to do that over there is where all that money is, plus whatever paint he wants on it. It would not be anywhere near that here. No way. Don't fold your whiteware, Wendy. I know you're a Mrs. Personality, but go easy. Good snipe. Earl Scheib. Now they're not 1999 anymore. A guy in California just sent his, or recently sent his, what the heck is it? It's a Scion something, and it was like $1,200 to paint that thing, and they didn't do a really good job. Hoobie, shoot, I may have to seriously consider that. We took our 66 bug to Tijuana for upholstery. The shop looked like the same one in Up in Smoke. Yeah, it probably was, or very similar. You may want to check out, you know, I don't know if you want to go to Tijuana, but um, it would be costly to bring the car all the way down here and then have to transport it all the way back up, because I don't know what kind of permissions would be necessary to get that done, to have the thing down here, because we wouldn't want, to police to stop, even on a trailer or anything, and then have them want to take the car or anything. Pitts night. My '87 Silverado has, or had, a Mako paint job. It was good looking 50-yard truck for a decade. Can't complain. If you take care of it, you put your wax on it and everything, it'll last. The the guy that owns the shop here told me he put on 4 coats of color and 3 coats of clear on the Ram Charger. I kind of doubt that, but he swears up and down that's what he did, and he did it himself. It wasn't one of his employees that did it. He's the owner of the shop. So I just told him that the rock chips on the front bumper, the paint came off so easily, and it came off when we had it washed. It came off the edge of the rubber bumper right that came around the side of the truck. It came off easily with it was a huge, really high pressure. I told them don't hit the paint with the high pressure, but they didn't listen. So, um, but I don't know. I don't know. I can tell you that the cost of the paint, unless it's like pearl whatever, it's not going to be anywhere near the cost that they're charging you over there, because the Mexican government does not tax paint and paint supplies like they do in the U.S., because obviously they're toxic materials. So the U.S. government you have to pay them for the privilege of using it. They don't do that here. So Mrs. Spec is working on the video of the Ram Charger from at the very beginning to when we first saw it, and it was not the truck that we saw in the pictures, to us buying it, then bringing it back here, taking it to the body shop. I took pictures of, they did their primer, they did their body work. Then we went back when it was painted, but before we put the tail lights back on and the license plates and everything. And then after it was done, so you could see what happened. I know you can't tell quality in the actual pictures, but it looked good compared to what it was. They want to take the paint to metal because of the rust underneath the paint chips. It is hard to believe a bug would cost that much, but I guess there's a lot of labor in block sanding. Yes, there is a lot of it. It costs a lot, the labor. Pit snipe. We all have an accent, Dean. You dig? All a matter of perspective. Dean. The brother don't have the accent. It's always the guy who says I am. I don't have an accent. I grew up in California. They told me how to say the words, how to pronounce the letters. That's exactly how I say it. I don't drop letters like I'm in Boston. I don't put y'all in all of my sentences like they do in Texas. Everybody else has an accent. Us Californians don't have an accent, right, Hubie? 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 Dean Stevenson digs.
Dig.
He says, I dig. Pit Snipe asked if he dig. He says, you dig? All a matter of perspective. Hubie says, yep. That's right. Although there's certain populations that choose not to speak correctly, but we know who they are. Pitts Knight. Back in the 80s when GM had that paint issue on their trucks around farm country, we all had hot seas, and every other truck had half its paint blown off. Oh yeah, I bought so many, and there were so many of them. We would go to the dealer auction at Mannheim or whatever, and they would have the like lease returns going through there. There were probably 200 of the same S10 truck going through there, and the majority of them had no paint on the hood or most of the paint that had blown off. QB. I'm the second owner of the Bug, and it was bought brand new at Don Burns VW in Garden Grove. So it's originally a Mexican car. So why does it have rust under the paint chips? Next spec. I think you sound like a particular Republican politician. Can you guess? I only know one. He's from New York. He definitely has an accent. Mark. My wife and her kids came from a small town near Ottawa, and they use the word use. Use understand? Dean Stevenson. Straight out of Compton. That's right. Wasn't talking specifically about him, but he falls in the category. Do yous want to go for supper? Does she say supper or suppa? Does it end with an A? Use equals you all. Marco Rubio. I sound like Marco Rubio. Why would I sound like Marco Rubio? I don't even know where he's from. Excuse you, Dean says. I didn't do
Bless you.
anything. I didn't do anything. What do you want from me? Now, my accent in Spanish is a very different thing.
Yeah.
Everybody tells me.
Yeah.
The Stephen Andrews wasn't just GM. Chrysler had the same issue. Environmentally friendly paint formulations to blame. Yeah, they just leave shit alone. Dean Stevenson, Adam Carolla outtakes. QB. It's on its second paint job, and the freeway rock chips went down to metal. The rust creeps under the paint from the metal. Yeah,
Second
you
paint
must
job
have really
into
driven that car then.
owners.
Yeah, for a '60s car, that's not bad. Pit Snipe. Okay, kinda. Barry. Now that you mention it, Rubio is from South Texas. Is he? He must have an accent then.
Hey, baby.
Stop ignoring me, cat.
Hey. Keep ignoring him. Come here.
Barracuda. Cuba, I think. Hubie. Marco Rubio is from Cuba. Is he? From Florida? I don't think they have much of an accent in Florida either. The people that were born and raised there. Dean Stevenson. I thought he was a Dem. Marco Rubio. I don't think so. Pit Snipe. Oh, she's. You're right, Josh. My bad. Mark. Eek. 25 Celsius. Negative 25 Celsius here at the moment.
Mm.
We have clear skies. We have stars. And I'm hot.
I'm cold.
There's a fire right there.
And I have two jackets.
She has her sweatshirt on and my jacket.
A windbreaker.
And she's still cold.
Well,
There's
like,
no wind.
No, but there's like cold mist coming
Dean
down.
Stevenson, Minnesota jokes by Adam C. You watch Adam, Dean? Look, this is what you did.
What did I do?
It has nothing to do with the live. Pit Sniper. Woof. The Florida Panhandle accent is thick. Smooths out as travel south till you hit the Cubans around Miami, generally speaking. Josh, I paid tons of attention to politicians for many years. Even now, I can still recognize many of them. See, the remember Josh? The Clinton was ran against Bob Dole, and he had the arthritis, and he held the pen in his hand, and that's the kind of thing that my son thinks I have. You know, the deformed hand, and that's the only thing he can do is hold the pen in his hand like that. I don't have that level of arthritis, and I don't plan on having it. If I don't have it by now, by almost 60, it's not gonna happen. Hubies. Adam's a good dude, a big car guy. Yeah, Hubie. I asked him. He was on a live, and I asked him if he ever played against our high school because we were basically in this high school at the same time. He's like 2 years older than me or something, and he's like, "Yeah, we played against you." And I said, "I bet you won too because we couldn't even buy a win at our football game." It's so weird how many professional sports um, people came from my high school, but all the teams at my high school sucked. So I don't know how they went into the major leagues and NFL and everywhere else when we couldn't win a game at our school. I know Adam when he was on the football team. I know he was at our school and I know he was playing football there and I bet that he won. They won against us. Even bringing in the kids from Compton, we couldn't win. Wendy, I'm one of 17 and on that has I'm the one on that has accent. People think I'm from Jersey. I was born in Pennsylvania. Did somebody in your family have that kind of accent that you copied off of them?
Oh,
Kids. Things are dropping. I don't like that. Chickens. I don't like things are dropping from you. Got more to clean up out here. Mark says Bob Dole's right hand and arm were severely injured by German machine oops, gunfire in April 1945 during World War II in Italy. The blast damaged his spine, shattering his shoulder, and caused near total paralysis and permanent numbness in his right arm, which became 2 inches shorter. Okay, well, that explains it. He often held a pen to manage the limb. That explains it, Mark. I thought it was arthritis. I remember it more from, I think it was The Simpsons when they were both abducted by aliens. I'm Bob Dole, damn it. Dean Stevenson. I was hugely influenced by the three Valley boys and girls on AFS scholarship and two people from Minnesota. I hope you don't talk like that, Dean, in real life. One day I'll meet you, and I hope you don't talk like that. Hubie,
Joey.
Hubies, I think we are close to the same age, Spec. I'll be 60 in December. We had a good team at Los Ant. What school did you go to? But didn't always win. I was a squid on the swim team. Nope, I'm the only one. Wendy, it's night. Yes, Mark. Good pull. I'd forgotten that.
Can I have the phone back now? Or do you like
Dean
done?
Stevenson, Norm McDonald did Bob Dole better than Bob Dole. Hubie, Los Alamitos. Yeah, I don't think we played against you. We were from the Valley. Adam and I. He was from North Hollywood, and my high school was in Woodland Hills. But my high school was the richest high school in the school district, which is why I'm saying we couldn't even buy a win at the we our nemesis was El Camino Real, and I think we played them every homecoming and never won against them. At least when I was there and before that. So really weird. Even bringing in those guys from Compton, to be at our school didn't help. But on the other side, if you look on Wikipedia and it has the list of all the famous people that came from my high school, all of these professional sports people, all of them, baseball, football, everything else you could think of, it doesn't make any sense. If we couldn't win a game, how good could they have been? Dean Stevenson, Wendy, it's called a respect accent. It's not fake, it's real and very special. John, the school must have had issues choosing its players. Dean, be prepared to be let down, Mexican Spec. Uh oh. I think he's going to practice the Valley talk just for when he comes here and buys a car. He's gonna lay it on me.
The Bali talk.
Yeah, and I'm gonna roll my eyes. Oh, the girls in my high school. Oy. Most of the people in my high school were followers. They didn't know what it was to be unique or by themselves or whatever. I spent most of my time in auto shop. Like in 11th and 12th grade, I had two classes in the morning and I had two classes of auto shop and I was out the door. Didn't have any classes in the afternoon. I think in 12th grade I had to take one class in the afternoon. No, no. I had to make up two classes, an English class and a science class, and then to get all my credits, and then I graduated. But I only had two academic classes per day, first and second period. Then we had the nutrition, they called it. Then I had two classes of auto shop, and about halfway through fourth period, I drove out the gate and left, and the teacher never really cared. Never cared about that. Nobody was paying my bills. I had an old car habit that I had to go to work and make my money so I could buy more cars and more parts. Nobody was paying my bills.
Huey says, "Yep, I remember Adam bought his dad's house in the valley and flipped it. It was on a show he did. We had a few later pros at Los Alamitos. Some teams had ringers. Dean says, ringers, a badge of honor. Barracuda says, Corolla certainly speaks his mind.
Yep. And that's what everybody should do. And he's right most of the time. Some people may not think so, but the crap that goes on in California, you know, Bill Maher
Mm-hmm.
was way to the left, always. And then he tried to get permits to put solar panels on his house. He It took years. Even when he was talking about on a show, he knew everybody in the mayor. He knew everybody. Nobody could help him. He just couldn't get it. And then to top everything off, he wanted to change the garage door on his garage, and he had to get inspectors out there 3 times to inspect what was going on to change a garage door. Why would the city need to be involved in a garage door? Why? Other than just to collect money and delay the thing. And it's funny because when on his podcast, he had Jane Fonda on there, and she's like, "No, we don't have enough regulation here in California." He's like, "What? Are you crazy? This happened to me." And she looks at him and says, "Really? For a garage door?" "Yes, for a garage door." She lives in a bubble where she never has to do anything, especially
Mm-hmm.
at her age. When she tells somebody get this done, they go get it done. They don't tell her anything about the details. So she hasn't had to deal with any of that. He did have to deal with it because he bought Ben Affleck's house and he did a bunch of changes to it and all of that stuff. So he's had to deal with all of this. And now in the Palisades, Pacific Palisades, you cannot get permits to rebuild your house like it was. However, if you want to put a mobile home on the property, you can get a permit from that for that. That's what the mayor of Los Angeles said. She says, "Oh, you can get a permit if you want to put the mobile home on it. We'll give you a permit for that." Like, these people live in $1 million houses. Why would they want to put a mobile home on their property? No.
And Dean says, I'm more like Johnny TV, square pegs. Huey says, I hung out in auto shop too. We had a price 62 F 85 olds. with the aluminum V8. The teacher let me wrench on.
Yeah.
I was the first guy to get it running. Great car. Pisnipe says solar panels, lol. Pisnipe says,
He was
yep,
a
Spec.
lefty pit snipe. You know, he fell for the crap. Like solar panels were gonna do any good.
Efog is here.
Hello, Efog.
Hi, Efog. We're trying a new format.
Yeah, not really working.
Why? I think it's working.
Jay does a vertical, and he gets 7,000 views
Fair.
in 1 hour.
We had like 3 new people.
What he gets like 7,000, 10,000 views, and a whole bunch of new people and where they're from and all over the country and everything. It may be the time that we're doing it.
Maybe.
I don't know, but they do come in from all over the country. So, like so there's some places that it's not late.
To be fair, it wasn't a scheduled live.
He never scheduled it. He just goes on,
Um,
and then it goes out. It goes out onto the short feed, and all of these people pop in. One right because I was on there like
I
twice,
don't know.
3 times.
Wendy says, "Night all. I got to bed. I gotta go to bed. Have a good night.
Good night, Wendy.
Good night." Huey says, "Yep. Collect money. Power hungry bureaucrats here."
Yep. And those are people that have never done anything in their life. They've only worked for the government, so they don't know what they're talking about. That's what burns Adam so much because he was out there doing the construction. He knows what's necessary, and nothing that they're requiring on those houses in Malibu is necessary. The last house that was there for 50 years, just with the pylons in the ground. Why do they need to drill down? I don't know, however many stories and put the cement and all that stuff in there. What is the purpose of that? Nothing.
Barracuda says, "Square Pigs, that early '80s TV show."
Sarah Jessica Parker and the other girl.
Dean Stevenson says, "Yes, with Sarah Jessica Parker."
Yep.
Pisnipe says, "Yep, you're covering Mayher and Fonda dead accurate. Now I'm an advocate for off the grid tech, which makes me hate overregulation all the more."
And if they allow you to do it, you're
Mar-
not going to pay the power bill. How dare you? There's a minimum.
Mark Sobe says, "In a town south of Ottawa called Barhaven, some people leave their garage doors half open. Does this happen elsewhere? Why would you leave your garage door half open?
Maybe they don't have anything in their garage that is worth stealing.
But why would you leave it open anyway?"
I don't know. Usually you would want to close it, seal it, and be able to keep your house warm.
Barracuda says, "Who was her friend in it then?"
Hmm?
Sarah Jessica Parker's friends, am I guessing?
I,
Business
in what?
says in the Square game?
Oh, square pegs.
I think so.
I don't remember. Don't remember her name.
Business says, sorry, sorry. Business says, free tiny houses for homeless vets in Casey got torn down. Enrages me.
Mm.
Dean says, Johnny TV?
Hmm?
Johnny TV?
Johnny TV.
Barracuda says, I was watching episodes of Gross Point the other night on YouTube. Anyone remember that?
No. Most of those drama shows just passed me by.
Mark says, they leave it open for the same reason some people hang pineapples upside down.
And what is that reason?
You don't know that reason?
No.
The sign of a pineapple upside down is a swinger sign.
How would I know that?
It's been years known. It's known for years. But wouldn't it be dangerous to just leave your door unlocked like that for
Yes.
regardless of the reason?
Yes. Absolutely.
Uh, Dean says, but his brain has been hit by a large freightliner, Barracuda, which is why I like him. Mark says swingers. Barracuda says, I meant her girlfriend.
Why would I know about swingers?
Mm-hmm.
Neither of us have friends that we would want to do that with.
How would you know about anything else? Hubie says Adam has a rental. He lives in Malibu and he's been podcasting about how nothing's getting rebuilt. Permits are slow to non-existent, and rich foreigner investors are buying burnt plots for pennies.
Yep, it's all
Dean,
planned.
Dean says Thing 2 and Thing 3 are watching it, Barracuda. Mark says one would think so. Mark says once the city found out, they started finding people who left their garage doors half open. Lol.
What does that have to do with the city?
Because it was dangerous. I don't know.
It has nothing to do with them.
Dean says Dean illegally leaves chat and what? Illegally leaves chat on Wikipedia, SJP and SPs. I don't know. Barracuda says Gross Point is a 90s comedy. Only one season of it. Mark says safety.
You can't see the engine, can you?
No.
Okay, right behind, guys, right behind the barbecue is a torque flight. I think it's a torque flight transmission sitting head down, and my 318 out of my 74 Dart sitting next to it that has to be rebuilt and put in put back in the Dart. But somebody painted it yellow and it wasn't running that good, so I took it out and bought a replacement out of a Ram Charger for the Dart. So at some point, I'm going to have that engine rebuilt because I want to make my 63 Savoy a V8 automatic car. But the original engine has to go back in the Dart. Engine and transmission have to go back in the Dart. And the Ram Charger stuff is going to go into the Savoy at some point. I have an automatic steering column for a 63 Plymouth, and I'm going to put like a Ford Pinto, a Ford Mustang shifter on the floor for the transmission. Why did that go out?
I don't know. We've been like for 3 hours now.
Well, let me do this then. Can you move the chairs in? Move them away.
Why? What kind of way?
Away so I can use the hose.
And then.
We had a band called the Swingers.
Wait. Sorry.
See how small I can get this. dog smart enough to stay away from this. Oh, my microphone's off.
Mine is on.
My microphone died.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. So, got to make sure there's no embers. Still hot. I'm going to put the top back on the barbecue and then let it sit for 2 days before I can empty out the ashes. Just go where I put you, punk. Okay. Done with the burning for tonight. This is sizzling. These two are sizzling. I hope the dog is smart enough. Stay away from there. I'll clean this up in a couple of days. So I think we're going to get out of here. It's been 3 hours on my data. So it's going to cost me a lot. Who else is here?
Barracuda.
There's still 13 here. We're only talking to like four guys.
Yeah.
Who else is here? Can you pop in and
say bye.
announce yourself so we can say goodbye to you?
Mark.
Mark, yes. We know Mark is here.
Believe.
Believe, okay. Good night, Believe. Good night, Mark. Good night, Dean. Good night, John Boy.
Hubie.
Hubie, good night.
Steven Andrews.
Good night, Steven. Thank you for being here and waiting 17 hours for this.
Dean. Josh Holman.
Good night, Josh.
Fitz Night.
Good night, Pitt. We'll see you soon. On Tuesday, maybe. With Buff.
Micro is running at the same frequency as the Wi-Fi. Junkyard D, just pop in.
Junkyard D, hello and goodbye. We're just ending it now.
Bob the Campos right here.
Buff. Good night, Buff.
Fitz Night.
Is it time for bed, little dog? Yes? Time for bed. What is it, 12 o'clock now?
Yep.
Close.
1 minute to 12 o'clock.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
I need the chair.
Just take the phone off.
Okay.
So how did you guys like this? Don't turn it off yet. How did you guys like this compared to showing you the same cars we showed you on Saturday? Show them the engine. Doesn't look like much, but and the water might have gotten down inside the engine, but yeah, that's the transmission. No water's getting in that. The tinfoil's working.
It's not like this, and Lisa's fire is hot.
Fire is hot, yes. But we cleaned up the whole backyard. Almost all of the branches, except for the really big ones over there, are already gone. We have a whole new batch to bring in here after it dries out there a bit. So, yeah, we'll have more to burn pretty soon.
George comments that both are good.
Great.
And this says it looks like World of the World.
That was a piece of plastic that's on top of the engine, but the sun here just destroys everything. The sun here just ate up that plastic, and that's why I had the top of the barbecue over there to if it does rain, which it never does, rarely does here, that the water doesn't get down inside the engine. There's no carburetor on it, but it's been out of the end. Those two have been out of the car for, geez, when did we buy the car? Like 2000. Did we have the car when we lived in the other house? Or we bought it here?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so the engine's been out of the car probably since 2012, somewhere around there. Dean's only using one profile tonight. Okay, I guess Dean doesn't really like me. He has so many profiles. He could have given me the. He could have given me the watch hours.
It's so rude. You are so
So
rude.
you're logged into my account here.
No, it's fine.
Well, that's weird.
Why?
Okay, you're Mrs. Spec. Okay. Gangsta. So at some point that engine's going to be rebuilt. The transmission was slipping a little bit. That's why I used the transmission from the Ram Charger. But
It seems like it's easier for you and Miss Anna to keep up with our ad conversations out here when
ADD conversations.
when you're not commenting on text.
Yeah,
This is 99.
you're probably right, Pit Snipe. But you know,
We'll need
we
a
have
lot more
to.
wood.
Yes, we need more branches. Let's not
Yes.
say wood.
We will need more burning material.
Yes, we have to go to the store and buy some more cereal boxes and eggs and stuff that we have to burn.
But the only cereal that I like comes in a bag.
Yeah, well, mine comes in a mine comes in a bag too. That I put it in the cereal box.
How about eggs?
Yes, eggs. The egg cartons burn pretty well, but we reduced all that trash to just what you see right there. All of that trash, the the branches, the the little twigs, the leaves, all of that is reduced to what little you see right in that barbecue there. So it saves a lot of space.
Because it's not a complaint, just my 2 cents for this format that you asked for.
What was the complaint?
That you can keep up with the comments a lot better.
No, I didn't take that as a complaint. I didn't take that as a complaint at all.
No, we asked for the feedback.
Hmm. No, but that's a positive thing that we can keep up with the chat. That's a positive thing. That's not a negative thing. That's why people do that.
When
Okay, went like that, and then came back in, and then it gives you this thing. Say hi, because in some of the like in Jay's in Fun with Cars vertical chats, I see people pop in there and then they say it like that. This person said hi. Like, why would they type it like that? That doesn't make any sense.
when you're new on the chat, also it happens when you go from the live chat to every time the chat renews, basically every time the chat refreshes, it
Well,
asks
that's
if you
weird.
want to say hi.
That's weird. Yeah, Dean just did it too. So yeah, okay. Now I understand why it comes in like that instead of just people coming in and saying hi. Okay, guys. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see if we can do it again, maybe once a month. And I'm talking like maybe.
The stuff that was just cut down has to dry. But if we get nights like, I mean, there's a little bit of dew. Let me see. No, the windshield's completely dry.
No, match my battery.
Just a very little bit. There's just a little bit of dew out here.
That's why I
So
was getting cold.
yeah, there's other nights that they've been, but it's gonna dry out because today we were 89 was supposed to be the high, so we're getting into the 90s again. So this early in the year, but that'll help us dry out the branches and all the leaves and everything. And then I think the neighbor is going to be cutting down. Can you see that? Can you see that tree on there?
Mm-hmm.
No, on there. Can they see that?
Uh, sure.
Or is it too dark?
It's kind of dark, but I can see the tree in the darkness.
Can you see how tall that mango tree is? When those leaves that are really big leaves dry out, they burn so well. On them. But Yeah, and then there's another huge tree over this way that dirties up over here, so I collect all that. Those leaves burn really well because they're huge. They're huge leaves, and when they dry out, they're like kindling. So okay, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you
Stop
for
this.
joining us.
Stop this thing.
Okay,
It's
bye.
time to get off.